shows up everywhere.
You never do it for a full hour anymore, so
No.
it has to bleed into the session.
Yeah, it's because of life.
Yep, and since we're short of Yoshi, that means Kenny, we're gonna have to carry the session.
Yep.
God damn.
What do you mean?
Only stretch then.
You guys did most of the roleplay with Yoshi last week anyway.
Oh, don't.
Well,
don't worry, G.
sadly he's not here. This is like the important part. He could have
Alright.
missed last week, and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
I
mean, he is moving.
Now, I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna get myself more cake. Any takers?
Oh, no, I'm meant to be on a
Bring
diet.
me back a slice, will you?
Wait, what kind of cake?
That's weird.
We got apple crumble. We got some raster with fruit in it. There's a whipped cream variant. There's some mocha.
Well, while you're doing that,
one of each, please.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go turn my oven back on so I can put mozzarella sticks in the thing, because the quiches were not very good. The bread was a little too greasy, and it didn't.
Sounds like there's nothing worse than a bad quiche, man. You gotta get that good old bakery quiche. I need to find some.
Yeah, I'll have to, because that was not very good. I'm just gonna I'm glad I never made it on stream, because that would have been a disaster.
It's like my review of quiche. I should have to make like a mini segments. It's called reviews.
I mean, hey, I pick something from like my grocery store every week. I call them food risks. And unfortunately, the quiches didn't work out.
Actually, that's not. I'll do a different one.
That stuff. Maybe I'll just indulge my inner 6-year-old and just heat up those those pizza bagels I have.
Like bagel bites?
Yeah, those are ones.
Nice. Hashtag not sponsored.
We're not live, so.
Oh, we are. We are live right now. Yeah, we're live for 2 minutes, dude.
Fucking hell.
Who's drawn the door?
Alright, you guys get to watch me on live fail to open like a beer bottle like this can opener right here. That's great.
Get yourself a barman's friend. They're super useful.
Learn the big trick.
Or use the eyeball.
Don't use your eyeball.
Maybe I'll get one of those for on like my next check. I just bought because it is becoming summer and my hair is routinely terrible. Hence why I always keep a hat on of some kind. I bought like a baseball cap and like a beard trimmer.
Oh, so life news. The house that we thought we were looking at is terrible. It's the worst. There's another. There is another. There is another. Indeed. So that hopefully
there is.
Yeah, but Plan B is going ahead because Plan A has failed. So it turns out my parents are about to become my landlords again.
Look, there's always hope until you hit Plan Z.
Plan Z!
Better than Plan H, which is homelessness.
I'll be okay unless my stocks completely crash under me.
Okay, Golden Ale smells pretty strong so far. Cheers, boys and girls.
Cheers.
Slancha.
I'll smoke to that.
If the same, how much to take a hit from the vape?
For the sake of the stream, I live in California.
For the sake of people probably thinking I'm an alcoholic, I live in Scotland.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Yep, you see, in Scotland, you were given your first beer at elementary school.
I got it from the tin.
Irish cream, baby. Irish cream.
Oh, what is that? Glenfiddich single malt. I actually did used to get alcohol rubbed on my gums as a kid, so it checks out.
I feel that.
I like this golden ale so far, though. bitter, hoppy, and it's like pretty strong actually for what it is. Stronger than I expected.
That's what it was.
Granted, it's only like 8%. It's only like 8%, but stronger than I expected. Always it tastes stronger than I expected, and you know what? I like it. This is great.
Yeah, I got a question for you about Spitz.
Sure.
Does he like sweets?
About as much as he likes like any other treat. So they're neutral to him. Spitz doesn't really snack much. You know, snacking doesn't do the abs very well.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
When Spitz does eat, it's typically for like a serious meal. Like he does have sweets occasionally, but those are like as part of like a dessert or something.
I think what was it last week? I mentioned milk stout. I forgot to send an image of it. Guinness makes it. It's made out of the liquid, or it's fermented with the liquid from cheese productions. It's so good. If you can get it, buy it. If you're, as long as you are the legal drinking age in your country.
Dude, I'm pretty sure in Scotland is like 5.
It's legally 18, but I definitely I learned about it early. Really early. He returns with cake.
Yes, I chose the whipped cream one. So that piece of chocolate, piece of fruit on top.
I would have been in on a slice of cake if you would have said cheesecake.
I used to make cheesecake all the time, and then I stopped because
of my dad's birthday, and he doesn't really like cheesecake.
Man of it does not like rich tastes.
Oh, I love cheesecake. It's great. It's like my favorite cake after like red velvet.
I'm a basic bitch. I just like Victoria sponge or a coffee cake. I do like a coffee cake.
Nah, I'm more of a pie guy. So apple crumbles.
I'm just a fat ass. I'll just eat anything.
Oh, dude. Give me a fucking banana cream or lemon meringue pie.
Oh, banoffee pie. Oh.
Or rhubarb.
Oh, I make a mean rhubarb pie.
Like a proper American. I prefer my pies in the apple variety.
Yeah.
I mean, apple pie is good.
It's a safe staple.
Safe staple, but hey, it's my favorite. Yeah. I don't much care for like varieties of pie. Like meat pie isn't very good. It's too greasy. Blueberry pie, like I don't like the taste of blueberries very much.
I just find it turns
apple
to mush.
Pie always stuck with me great. I did have like cherry pie once, and it's fantastic. But I would not eat cherry pie on its own. I'd eat it as cherry pie a la mode. Which, by the way, apple pie is also great a la mode, which is with a drop of vanilla ice cream. For those who don't know, apple pie is great. My favorite is incidentally like Dutch apple pie. So there's that. I got some to thank Jeeves' people for.
You're welcome.
Dude, somewhere in there, like I saw a glimmer of it the whole time. There was a cream pie joke. I just couldn't like formulate the joke well enough in time.
No worries. I'll leave one tonight in your girlfriend.
Is Rook, your camera turned off again, or is it just me?
That's one fast plane.
Just
dude.
you, because he's tired.
Okay. Maybe it is just me. I'm just going to keep reconnecting.
I see Moo, I don't see Spitz.
Okay.
Sorry, Kenny, what did you say? I'm seeing Spitz.
I said that's got to be one fast plane, dude.
He's not
I'm flying with the time, so it's not that hard.
Make sure.
Still, that's a pretty fast plane. I've been on that cross ocean flight many times.
We'll just use a Concorde. Breaking the speed of sound.
Yeah, just pull one out of its decommissioned graveyard.
Will shatter the speed of sound to smash your girl. Okay, that's disturbingly impressive timing.
Yep. Something wrong there.
Moo's practicing the swallow technique.
I mean, someone has to clean all the cream pies.
Okay, this is clear. I'm too sober for this conversation. 1 minute, guys.
I can respect that.
Chug it,
Now you know
chug
how
it.
I feel. Right, is it?
Listen, can you open the door? So I just kicked it in.
Oh, he's
Like I said, I love chaos. I'll always open the door to chaos.
You've got the key, apparently.
I mean, chaos is easy.
Chaos Hour already bleeding into the game.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because you cannot control the chaos.
Nah.
This pie has been consumed. Let me pour a cup of tea and I'll be ready.
No worries.
Yeah, I'll just.
I'm gonna.
I'll just go and get. I'll just go and like get my Well, I should get some water.
Mm.
You know.
Water is always a good option.
Yeah,
I
I'm just.
like to hydrate between my drinks.
Yeah.
Whatever I have standing for
Oh,
my
I
normal
also
drink,
have-
I always have water nearby.
Oh, I also like a Coke, but that's not really the kind of thing I need.
Ah, a gentleman's drink.
And on
Oh,
the
he did-
4th day, Helm declared, "Go forth and stay hydrated."
Damn right.
Everyone knows
Golden-
Helm is the Lord of the
Yeah,
Watchers.
Golden Ale, hopper, very hoppy, bitter, and stronger than actually not as strong as the last ale I had. Like it reminds me a lot of the nectarine ale, except less nectarine-y. If that makes sense.
I like.
How'd you like the Sam Adams?
I haven't gotten to it yet. It will
Oh,
have
is
its
that
day
the
in the
remainder?
sun.
Alright, gotcha.
That's the last one. I mean, you said, "Oh, I think you like the Sam Adams." So
There we go.
all right, I'm gonna hold off till the end and see if you're right. And I went for Jeff Jefferson's like Golden Ale, which is actually it's like a really nice bottle.
Sounds good.
That used to be my
Honestly,
technique of buying like alcohol. It's like, oh, this one looks cool, but this one has a nice shiny label.
yeah, that's basically. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm taking the magpie approach for this kind of
Yeah.
thing. And you know what?
Got a magpie, man.
And so far, I haven't bought anything I hated yet. Yeah, Golden Ale. Hoppy, bitter, and I imagine quintessential what an ale fundamentally is.
I thought there was one beer out of them that you didn't like. I don't remember which one it
I
was.
think it was like the weird fruit one, wasn't it?
Oh no, the fruity one was a nectarine ale. I actually like that one.
Can't remember.
So, I also like the IPA. Oh, yeah, it was Stella Artois. I didn't
Oh,
like
yeah,
it that
Stella.
much because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
tasted like nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't taste of anything. It's bitter and
Just like
hoppy.
the French.
That's it.
It's not even like it doesn't even have like a distinctive bitterness either. It was like I could give credit to its smoothness. It went down really well.
But
Otherwise, it does not have a distinctive hoppy or bitterness to it like the Golden Ale does.
if you want
So
to,
it makes for good lubricants, but not really much for a beer.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Right.
I would say, drink Stella Artois if you again aren't that big a fan of beer.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll say the same about Bud Light as well. Bud Light's mind you,
Well-
is usually a go-to for me if I'm not wanting to get drunk.
Yep, that's fair. But here's the thing: a lot of people where I live buy Bud Light and Coors. So now I know that a lot of people enjoy the flavor of piss.
Ah, yes, good old piss water. Yeah.
Alright, now Roll20's being
Is that-
messing up with me.
Isn't that actually like a German brand, if I recall correctly?
What?
There's an
What?
actual German brand of beer called Pisswater, I think.
I'm pretty sure that's from GTA.
There's pills.
Pilsners,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Pisswasser.
Oh, Pisswasser.
No. Yeah, Pisswasser with the German S.
Yeah, with the I can't actually remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, it was from GTA. Pisswater. Yep, that's the one.
It's a
Hey, Jen-
fictional German export lager frequently advertised on the radio and TV in Grand Theft Auto 4 and
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Player can buy stocks from them on the Bausack.
Yeah.
.com website in GTA 5.
Dude, in today's meme culture, if there was a brewery that came out and sold stocks of a drink called piss water, I would buy stocks of that because that's gonna shoot up. People would buy that shit as a meme.
I think there is one. Give me a moment. There's a local distillery nearby that makes like really weird named alcohol. I need to find
That's
it.
the wrong one. I needed this one. Alright. I have a character in your work.
Yo, we got 5, 6, 7. It's actually lucky.
I'm
It
19.
just looks unlucky. Oh shit! God damn it, Moo! Switch roles with Spitz.
I've got a character in
I'm
work.
kind of mad I wasted a 19 on the luck roll.
I've got a character works that can only speak in IIS speak.
I love
Just
it.
saying, if I die.
Remember, your backup characters are the ones we're gonna torture Moo with.
Yeah, oh god.
Definitely, that's why it's there.
Really dumb.
Divination Wizard, Halfling, Lucky Feet.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I would rather pull out all of the nerve ends in the top of my hand to stop me typing. Let's see that.
You think
happen.
that's gonna be fun? That's his backup. Now couple that with my backup, which was the new sniper subclass that came out that you know I'm gonna break into 7 fucking different directions.
Try to find this really weird named alcohol that they have. I need to
You
find
remember Matt Mercer's Blood Hunter?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, combine that with the voice of an anime character.
Yeah.
The really sappy IAA ones.
Oh my god.
And Ubus and all that kind of stuff. And then
Complete
the race is
oxymoron.
of course going to be Warforged.
I fully approve.
So it sounds really dry and, no emotion in this speech.
Dude, Weeb Robot for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how we torture Moo and save ourselves from a TPK. He'll finally make sure we live if it means no Halfling Divination Wizard with Lucky Feet.
And we'll still make him in charge of the mercenary group. The Uwu captain, dude.
We'll do it, Moo. Already got the build planned out and everything.
God. I'm still looking for this beer. I can't remember.
His name will be Dildo Swaggins.
It wouldn't be the first time there's been a weird character like Bill Scry, the crossbow guy.
Bill.
I found it. It's called More or Less Evil Pale Ale. That's not bad. Evil Twin Brewery. I love it. I want to have a look at it.
It's great.
Yeah, it comes in a pretty unsuspecting can.
It's gonna be great because I basically will be able to have like 5 dice to screw Moo over with. It's wonderful. I will never run out of advantage. Oh, I also found out a way that I won't be using on Spitz, a way to essentially generate inspiration. You have 4 lucky dice and halfling divination and halfling. You will never touch me again.
I'll get the doll out and make sure when someone asks you where he touched you on the doll, you just tear it in half by the end of the campaign.
Just repeatedly punches it into a fucking wall, dude.
Bitch, I will make the same character, just change the first letter of the... Just change the first letter.
Junior, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the new blood.
So instead of being Bilbo Swaggins, it will be Bilbo Swaggins. And then Jilbo Swaggins, Hilbo Swaggins, Gilbo Swaggins.
Dude, we need a dildo Swaggins. Come on.
Hey, if I die 2 more times after the first halfling divination wizard, I will make him Dodo Swaggins.
And make him a bard too.
Oh, God. Right.
Or I'll just be a dick and finally just give you a totem barbarian. Make you a raging totem barbarian. I will never die.
No, that's a zealot one you're thinking of. They just cannot be killed after a certain point. It's ridiculous. Make them
The
a
bear
half orc.
totems are just like fucking super resistant to so much damage. I
Except the
think
brain
everything
hurt.
but psychic.
Yeah.
That includes your bull. That includes your bull crap bleed damage, Moo.
It doesn't state it. But yeah, it would.
Yeah,
That's
it
because you
actually
made
does.
it up.
It actually does. You're resistant to all forms of damage except psychic.
Tip would get you with shame. Counts as psychic. So I'm ready to begin.
Yeah,
Pretty
we
much.
know. Oh, Tiff scolding, which she uses as a cantrip. 30d6 shame damage, plus 20 percentage check to hear back talk.
You know it.
Damn right.
So I'm ready to begin if you guys are.
Let's do it.
All
I'm still Coronar.
right.
Remember,
Dies and just comes back as
dies.
coroner. Right.
Remember, Moo, better make sure I survive the end of the campaign, or you'll have to deal with double flagons.
I don't give a shit. I really don't.
You're
Ah,
saying
build those
that.
plugins.
You're saying that now, bad boy. You'll change your tune.
Get Captain LeMille on it. So last week you began to basically find out paths in which to initiate your evolution into a mercenary corps, with a few of you taking on some very tall individuals in the ring, meeting up with old familiar faces, and helping someone out of a religious and personal rut. Once this was all happening for you guys, Lucy decided to investigate something themselves. A apparently haunted house in which they may have let loose a shadow monster from an unknown dimension, but at the same time releasing the town of a hag that had slipped under the Blind Warden's radar. In exchange, gained a ring. Now, with Spitz wearing these fine new boots and a pretty hefty reward of a magical gem, you've now begun to gather yourselves to initiate the second phase of the plan. But Henry wants to go north to Sancerre, to a place called Guardian's Hollow, to uncover an artifact of his people. The day has dawned. What do you want to do? Just noticed that the music's quite quiet, so I'm going to turn
Well,
up
hold
a
on.
smidge.
The day hasn't dawned yet.
I
We
know.
left off in the evening.
I know. I always say the day has dawned. It basically just means the session has started. That's all I always say.
And then I rewind the clock. Back in time.
Gotta go back in time.
Back to winter time.
I'm gonna put on some Western twang. 'Cause why not? Let's put on a little.
I believe we left off with me and Spitz sharing a couple of drinks afterwards and waiting for Coronar and Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
At the kitchen table.
Kitchen table is a good place to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go there.
Hey, Coronar. Been meaning to speak to you. Glad you came over. You want a drink?
Yeah, I could just use something to wash my throat.
I'll get up and grab a glass from the counter and pour you a beer. I think we were drinking beer. I don't remember what we were drinking. We were
I
drinking
thought
something.
it was like rum or bourbon or something. Whereas I know it was harder than beer.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was bourbon. It was bourbon that Guestevere dropped off.
Very good.
So I'll pour you a glass of bourbon, and we'll assume Lucy's there too. Late, so Guestevere came with news. It's good news and bad news, I suppose, depending on how you look at it. All of my
Okay.
brothers and sisters have gone missing. I suppose.
That's bad news.
Hey, in a way, it's better than them turning up dead, though. Maybe. Little bit of hope there.
Fair.
And then I practically tortured my parents. And they've been stabilized since then. But I can't let that slide. I want to go and get revenge for them. And start pushing these Novarian bastards back. For all this shit they're doing.
Alright.
Spitz is with me. And I wanted to ask to see if Lucy and you were down for making a mercenary company, like Guestevere was talking about.
Yeah, we can do that. Be a shame of this building, though.
Better than I can press gang into a fight that what we have no real control over. And I, for one, don't want to fight for some, rich asshole who doesn't give a shit if I live or die.
Fair. And I'm way more useful in any way, shape, or form as a craftsman rather than a fighter.
Hey, and
So what did you
me
have?
and me and Spitz have never really been kind of the leading type. So, I'd still like you to run it. But as for immediate plans, he had a vision, or, well, of sorts, a dream. Helm came to me. I need to go north to Sunsair, and then north of there, there's a cave called Guardian's Hollow. I'm supposed to find something to help protect me. It'll probably be useful for what we're going to do, so I'd like to travel there. And then, of course, I'm sure there's a lot of preparing we need to do. Some recruiting eventually. It's going to be pretty hard to take on Novarians with just the 4 of us.
That absolutely true. No, that's not a map. Yeah, we're gonna need more people to do that, but we're also gonna need to secure some income or contract for for a mercenary company. So otherwise, we won't be able to pay these people. And a soldier that doesn't get paid is not a soldier. Well, not for long at least.
Aye.
Oh, there's Sunsair. Alright.
We'll get rid of these old lines. Sunset is over here. I'll change the color actually to a much more distinct coloration. Just gonna get rid of these old markers, as it were.
Remind me, Sinead was the woodworking town, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Sunset is where you can get most of your like bigger carts and things.
Ah, alright. We will, if we are gonna, I'm not gonna give up on my profession. I really want to continue smithing. And if we're gonna travel a lot, it's also a way of generating income. But we would need to find out how to mobilize the smithy so that I can work while traveling.
Well, we could start with getting a bigger cart. There's that.
Yeah, I might want to talk to Guestevere about that. And if we end up mobilizing a forge, well, mining's gonna be kind of difficult on the go. You can't really make a mine on the go. Takes quite a
Aye.
long time to dig out a mine, so
That is true.
might need to ask him, see if he knows something that we could do about that. When
Though
I
if we
was
are
Blackwood's got a
nearby,
weird lab he's working on stuff with.
alright.
Can't really say more than that, but you never know.
Look, if we do manage to mobilize the forge, we'll also need to sell this. We'll need to sell our house, so it's gonna take some time to do everything, or settle ourselves from Blind Warden elsewhere.
We'll just have to take this one day at a time.
I
Alright.
probably don't want to sell it right away either.
Oh no! But first, we'll need to establish ourselves as a mercenary company. Actually, no, that's not the first thing we need. I think. How much time do you think you need in Sancerre?
Well, I don't know where Guardian's Hollow is. It's a week on horseback to get there.
Alright.
Maybe, well, 2 weeks travel time at least. And then maybe a week there searching around. And then hopefully, well, Helm didn't mention anything about it, but I'd imagine if it's something powerful that I'm supposed to be finding, there's some sort of guardian on it. So,
And I take it you won't be trying that one alone.
well, I'd prefer not to, but you got to do what you got to do.
That makes sense. How about we set ourselves away from Blind Warden? We travel to Sancerre, then we help you out while also setting up the mercenary company. Would that work for you?
Aye, sounds fine.
Because we lean often enough on you. You leaning on us is only fair, right?
I appreciate that. Just trying to do my job. Try to keep everybody as safe as I can.
Alright, so we know what we need to do. Now I'm gonna need to talk to Guestevere, see if he can help me out, get started on mobilizing the forge and the smithy, so that we don't lose out on our potential if we're in need of money. We'll need to sell the smithy once we're done here. Travel with all of us to Sancerre. I'm not sure. Does anyone else? Am I forgetting anything? Am I missing anything?
Well, the only thing I can think of is, well, I mean, Spitz is pretty good in a fight. I'm pretty good at taking a hit. Uh, but I don't know if either of us are really experienced enough to train mercenary. So we might need to spend a little time training them or something, or find somebody that can train them.
All right, so we need experienced people to help us out.
It just so happens there might be a few in town. I mean, Spitz, didn't you mention Vankins here? He seemed pretty good. A lot of
Yep,
people
Mankin's
are
at the
afraid of him.
bar. He's friends with Blackwood, and he might be the guy you need to talk to about this kind of thing.
Well, if Vanken is here, we already have friends. Well, we have already got some form of relation with him.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
a
he's
good.
here, he's lost his bar.
Yep, Novarians burned his bar to the ground. Means I ain't getting no more of that golden ale of his.
Alright,
Oh,
but that
shit.
also means that he has a grudge against them. We could talk to him, see if he wants to join up.
It was worth a shot. We might as well explore all of our options and get move on and take control of this before, well, we quickly lose control of it.
Alright, so he'd be our first, what, captain or something?
And I don't really know what the ranks are. I kind of stayed away from the army as much as I could.
Yeah, it's
Or
weird with me too.
do
And then again, we can
mercenaries
just
share?
we can always just make up our own.
Well, unfortunately, we ain't a bunch of guys getting led around by much older guys done all this shit. Unfortunately, we gotta figure our own way from here. Talk to Vankin, see if he can help us, see if he will help us. Try to see if we can get, some recruiting done, get like a training officer or two. And then once we're our own outfit, well, look for jobs, of course, but also,
Mm-hmm.
most importantly, get the hell out of Blindworm before the Novarians knock this place over.
Alright.
Because if they come here, one of two things are going to happen. We're going to get recruited into the town's garrison, and then we'll get killed on the fields of battle by some asshole. Or they'll knock over the town, and they'll treat us like their playthings.
Yeah, I don't fancy that.
Because if
I
they're
don't want
willing to do that kind of shit to old people, they'll fuck us right up.
Alright,
No questions about it.
so what we're gonna do is, if the two of you can talk to Vanken, and I'm gonna talk to Guestavir, then we can split and speed up things, right?
That sounds about right. Vankin should still be hanging over at Morris's bar. Well, as long as Morris owns that place anyway.
Fair. Morris did have a really good cook, though.
Yep, here's a problem. Here's a problem, though. Morris won't have that bar for too much longer if this town gets breached. Because, well, the Novarians, well, they're fucking animals. They'll burn this place to the ground.
Yeah, no appreciation for good food and good drinks. Alright, I guess we'll start with that. Having a round of conversations. And figure out if we can make a plan out of that.
Well, sounds like a start and a plan. I'll be on it as soon as you're ready, Henry.
Alright, well, there's still a little bit of time left tonight.
Yeah, might as
Morris's bar is close. You want to head over there now, Spitz?
Yeah, might as well. Hoping Vankin's still sober, but I doubt it. Because currently, the old champion is currently cracking heads out in the arena to get him back his money.
Gustavir looked pretty tired when he came to give me news. You might want to speak to him tomorrow, though, Coroner.
Yeah, give that man a night. He deserves it.
Fair, fair. Alright,
I mean,
I
you
guess
could
we'll
always
start
come
there.
with us to go talk to Vankin.
I can do that. Give me a couple of minutes to blanket the fire and forge, making sure it's properly set for the night, so we won't return to a burning building. All right.
Hey, fair.
All right. I'll head back to the forge after downing my drink and make sure it's ready for nighttime stuff.
All right. No problem.
Putting
Yeah.
tools away, downing fire, etc.
Yeah, you snuff the flames of the furnace, you pack away all your tools safely, put any leftover metals and cast parts that you've done throughout the day into your small safe area inside the building. Make a perception check for me, please.
I will make a perception. Where is that skill? There it is. 17.
Yeah. The smell of the forge is pretty normal. There's some weird scent lingering that's not quite normal. It's almost herbaceous in nature, but it could just be maybe something with the coals that you've got, or maybe some of the charcoal. Could be something. You don't know.
Could it be like a different type of wood?
Could have been. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
All right.
I'll think nothing of it. And call over Henry and Spitz and telling them I'm ready to go. They are.
Hey,
Sounds like a
alright.
plan. Let's get a move on.
Lucy will retire for the night after their experience of today, leaving you all to head to the Watchman's Rest, where you enter as always. Morris is not at the bar, but Throg is, the cook.
What time of night is it?
It's like early to late evening, like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., give or take.
Alright.
Yeah, like Spitz will look up a Throg. Did Morris teach you how to tend the bar yet?
Learned a few things, but I think I've got the hang of it.
Well, that's great. Luckily for you, this ain't the cocktail drinking taps.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, Spitz will look around for Yeah, is Vankin still drinking away at a table?
Yes, he is currently arm wrestling with Sir Leon, and they are just stuck, stagnant. Even though Vankin looks blackout drunk, and so does Sir Leon, they're just drunkenly staring at each other, weird blinking. All right. Just holding on for dear life. Almost as if their arm wrestle is keeping them upright, and that's the only thing stopping them from collapsing onto the table.
I suppose we'll just raise an eyebrow. Yep, they're both pretty far in their coke. Maybe we should come back tomorrow.
Throg just kind of looks over. They're kind of drunk, but they walk up here and buy more, so they're fine. They speak pretty kind of normal.
Vankin used to be.
Well, Throg, you never properly met a lush before, have you? They're completely staggered and careless, unless they're about to get more drinks. There's the actual lush I'm talking about would be down her cups, but still walk back to the table with 6 gallons of beer on a platter without even shaking. It's crazy. Drunks really coordinated when they want to be.
So I can sober them up.
Yep, nope. You know what? Might need that in a minute, but for now, let's see how this arm wrestle of theirs goes. I mean, so Leon's pretty strong, but well, I felt his hits before.
Frog just takes a pencil out of his hair and just writes down on a pad. What are the wagers, gentlemen?
You know what? I'll put a gold on Vankin.
Oh, gold on Vankin, right? And for
double on Vankin, 2 gold.
2 gold. Gosh, so 3 already. And for you, I don't know your name, but
Henry.
Hey, the name's Henry.
Oh.
Met before? Come on now.
you didn't look like that last time I saw you.
Hey, fair.
Mind you, it could have been.
Forgot for a moment.
Yep, and trying to spread that around too much.
I'm a cook. I don't talk much. This is the most I've talked in about a week. You want to place a bet, or you just want to see the show?
Hey, I'd place a bet. There's not really any odds unless somebody bets the other side. So, I suppose I'll put 3 gold on Sir Leon.
Alright, and that's who I put a gold down on, so it's a 4-3. Alright, So
Maybe some of the other guests at the bar are willing to take that wager.
yeah, there's a couple of people just like looking over, and you just see like coins flying across the desk. Couple of people there. And then you just see Gwester's head pop over and just slide a platinum coin across.
Oh
Put
shit, Questivere is serious.
put that one down on Sir Vankin for me, please. And what the hell's this weird shiny coin worth? I don't know.
It's worth
I
like
bought a gold piece. It's about 10 of those.
All right, yeah, fine. All right, 10.
Yeah, my last 5 purse included some of those.
Sure.
It's like a 10 to 1.
All right, so we're going
So,
to 10, 4.
Be pretty serious.
My common mathematics are not the best, so I'm going to write in my native language. God, yeah, can it?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just write in Orcish. If anybody asks questions, I'll translate for them.
Oh, you speak Cavan Orcish. That's good. That's good. Not a lot of people do. Cav, Karat, Vets, Senate. Alright, we're going to bet of a 5 to 13 today, apparently. Alright. So, let's see how it pans out. So, which one of you wants to take the role of Sir Leon, and who wants to take the role of Vankin the Butcher?
The butcher against the steak. Alright, I'll take the role of the steak.
Alright. So,
Sirloin.
I'll roll for Leon.
Okay.
Why not?
So, you're rolling for Sir
We got
Leon.
2 roll for Leon?
And
Oh, you said you're taking the steak, so that's Vankin.
No, the butcher is butchering the steak.
Oh, well
Sirloin.
then I'll roll for Vankin then.
you'll roll for Vankin. Okay. So, for...
Jeeves is made of puns.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Alright.
So, for this, it is a basically beat by 2 system. So it's kind of like if one succeeds versus the other, it goes down towards the loser. And then once they hit the last one, you beat them one last time and they succeed. So, for Sir Leon, you roll with a +6. And for Vankin the Butcher, it is a +7 at advantage.
Odds not stacked in my favor, but then again, my money is not on me.
Yeah. So,
Alright. So it's a d20 plus 6 for me.
yeah, that's a
And
d20
plus
plus 7 for Kenny at
Alright.
advantage.
There we go.
17 to beat.
17.
Alright. Yeah, Vankin just locks down 1. Another roll, gentlemen.
Oof.
1 more. And Leon's just like,
I'm not rigging this, I promise.
it's hard to beat Vankin.
Oh!
He's just drunk and like locks it 1 up. Yeah, he flat wins because that 20's 2 successes.
Yep.
He just feels the force and goes, alright, guess that's what we're playing today, the big metal man. And his hand just bends over the corner of the table. See Sterling go like, I wasn't expecting that, but drinks. And Van goes, you fucking bet your ass. Go get him. You just see them like both slide up and just
Yeah, like Spitz will bump Henry. I told you. He's like, I told you, Henry. I know how hard that guy hits. That's why I bet on Vankin.
Hey, I know you got good instincts. I would have bet with you, but had to give you some better odds than that.
18 off
You
of
know what? That's fair. You know, brother, that's fair.
whatever.
I'll just keep your gold warm for you.
Hey. You should go over there and start speaking to Vankin while he's still conscious before he gets more drinks in him.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
talk to Throg for a minute.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Throg, we need that sobering agent you got.
yeah, I'll get that, but I'm still calculating out how much I need to give you guys. It's it's going into these weird common decimacellas, or whatever the hell they're called.
Like
Right.
Spitz will like pause for a moment. I mean, Spitz can do math, but he doesn't do division very well.
That's gonna be. Well, you know what? I'm gonna turn it into a steak and pulls out another piece of paper. If that steak is worth 18 because of the loss, take that. You're gonna get between 5
Let's see.
people.
5 was bet on us, or Leon. 13 was on Venkin.
Yeah, but then if you lose the 5, that goes to the winning pot. So that's 18 over 5 people. So that's what? 4 and a bit. So I don't think you get.
It's 18 over 13 people. Because 5 people bet on Sir Leon. If I'm correctly in understanding.
Well,
Throg bet on him.
Well, no, it's like like I'm supposed to think. Well, first off, the 13 to 1 the bet naturally get their money back. That means a 5 is split between everybody who bet, depending on like the size of their bet and.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this just got complicated.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm just gonna give everyone. We're gonna say 4 gold and those 5 small little shiny coins, the little silvery ones. That looks about right to me.
Yeah, Spitz like starts counting on his fingers. Yeah, like.
I said 5 silvery bitties and 4 the gold shiny ones.
Let's see, we got like 13 gold bits and 5 was 1. That means like for every gold like somebody bet they'd get like 3 silvers and like 8-ish coppers or something like that.
That's a lot of mathematics. No, he just reaches into like a pouch and pulls out 5 gold for each person. He's just like, I've given up. I can't deal with it. And just slides the gold across. Questivere doesn't look even phased by getting a loss back. He's like, yeah, fine. The drinks better be on you for the next couple of rounds. I guess.
Yeah, why not? Spitz will take his winnings.
Yeah. All right. Morris has a different kind of wake-up shot, but I prefer the Kyvan method. And just like pours a little bit of like a grain liquor in and just spits in it and passes it over to Vankin and Sir Leon. Drink that, gentlemen, will keep you right. They just look at it and go, kind of fucking, they're damn ugly.
Do it, yeah, chickens.
And they're just gonna go. And they both just run out the front door, like, oh god, no.
Alright, try to focus, boys. Don't throw in front of the business. And now you know what the inside of Throg's mouth tastes like. So I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah, Throg just takes out a leaf of tobacco. It's always nice. Nicotine sickness definitely gets you.
Hey, I think they're holding each other's hair.
Well, one was quite short-haired and one's made entirely out of hair, so I oh god.
They'd probably just agree that this was a shitty idea on their part.
I mean, they have been drinking since about, 5 p.m. That's quite impressive they're holding out this long. You just hear, like, and then just like walk back in. Sir Leon's just got vomit all down his shiny golden armor. We didn't make it in time.
Spitz will, look down at that. You get the dents out that arm. Spitz will go, well, it's a good thing you didn't get your armor fixed yet.
I mean, it's easy enough, and just prestigitates and then casts mending on the armor and it boom. Done.
Oh, good, because watching one of my fist prints in your chest has been funny, but it got old.
Yeah, you did leave, weird, strange breast marks, weird fish-shaped breast implants on my ironically breastplate. Vankin comes back, he's like, wait, fucking, sorry for throwing up all over you, and just stumbles back to the bar. Another one.
Aye, that's a lot.
Well, before you start, I need to talk to you about something.
I'll have a water then. And Thronk's like, thank the fucking gods. Anything for you, gentlemen? Some here.
Well, we already just had like a bit to drink before we got here, so
I can smell
no.
it. I'm only asking.
Yeah, just water for me. I mean, I'm fine mostly, but I gotta keep my mind on business tonight.
All right. The rest of you?
I could use a light ale.
Not hell. All right. Bottle
I
or
am good as
cup?
is.
I'll take a bottle.
All right. Saves me pouring.
Thank you.
I'll leave you all to your business. I've got stew cooking in the back for tomorrow, so disappears to the kitchen.
All right.
I think Throg cooks like my ma does. She'll like put something in a pot, like at 6 in the morning, and then let it cook there till 5 at night. Well,
Oh, yeah, sounds like a good stew, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say my dad did most of the cooking for a reason. I mean, she tried making this like rocaccia thing that's like bear stew with like root vegetables and shit. But by the time like the bear cooks out, sort of soft enough to like chew on without breaking your jaw, the vegetables are basically like mush. It's more like eating like a porridge with bear meat inside rather than like having a stew. That makes sense to you?
Nay, I think what you're getting at. I think I get it.
Tell you what, Henry, I think you can make it better than she could. I'll tell you the recipe later.
I give it a shot.
I mean, we'd have to go hunt a bear first, but we can do that.
Well, the next time you punch one out, I'll give it a shot.
Yep, it's called fuck, what was it called? Oh yeah, it's called Rojaja Van or something like that. Honestly, I didn't really pay much attention when Mom started talking about tribal shit. She didn't really like to talk about them that much. When she did, it was like important. All right, it was basically like bear with like roasted like root vegetables, so whatever you get your hands on, so like potatoes, carrots, turnips, that kind of shit. Really thick and hearty, supposedly made up with like a type of gravy. But Ma was a shit cook, so the bear meat came out fine, greasy and gamey. But that's what you dealt with bears.
Hey, what was
but
it
the root
called
vegetables, road jaja. I'll just write it down for you. It's best to like write down the name of it in Orcish.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Rojaja Vas is the. Oh, it's Rojaja Van, sorry. Is the.
Yeah, it's like Rojaja Van. It's, stew, root vegetables, like a thick gravy in it. Like, it's very hearty fare. Like, it'll keep you full like all day and night. But, Mom was a shit cook. That's why Dad did all the cooking. Mom did most of the cooking. Ma occasionally felt like being a proper housewife, but not often. But when she did, she tried to cook. I'll be honest with you, she wasn't that good though. Not at all. You could do better, Henry.
I'll take that as a compliment. At least you tried, though.
No. My tell you, it's not a compliment because my ma was just that bad. It's a bit like saying you walk better than a crippled person. Not really in a compliment. It's the truth.
Alright, well, you could have kept it as a compliment.
Listen here, brother. I love you. I'll compliment you whenever you're ready. But trust me, my ma was that bad a cook.
Hey, you believe ya? If we ever come across her, I'll try not to eat it.
Yep, don't worry. My brothers and like my oldest brother, Turdak, taught me a trick to dodge in the stew. Yeah, that shit looks basically like the slop we serve the dogs. So we would get our bowls, go yum yum delicious, and then we'd talk her up or do something, or one of us just fed the bowls to the dogs. The dogs will eat anything. That's one of the few things about my older brother that I actually liked. Otherwise, he's a bit of an uptight asshole.
Vankin and Sir Leon are just listening to this conversation, drunk with like the weird, like closed eyes, big smile. Like, that's interesting.
They will remember this.
All right.
Yep, and sometimes I forget. Yep, I just realized that I forgot that well, I'm told every Orcish tribe has their thing. Well, Miles like Rokashin, or she left the tribe for a reason that she never shared with us. So, I know Rokashin Orcish apparently. I don't know if there's a difference between the other ones, but well, it exists. But yeah, never eat that bear stew. Avoid it at all costs. That and my sister Ortha once got trichinosis from the bear. Somehow, that thing sat on the stew pot for 12 hours, but did not cook the parasites out of it. Yeah, bears can have trichinosis, so you gotta like cook them for a long time. Otherwise, you will basically be shitting out worms.
Hey, so that's what they call getting worms. Trichinosis? No size? How do you say it? Trichinosis?
Trichinosis. I only know that word because well, it's happened to us more than once.
Hey,
Mostly-
well, it sounds fancy. You might surprise Lucy with that one.
I'll surprise her until she finds out what it is.
Oh, I can't wait for Henry to go back to Lucy and be like, you know what tricky no ice is?
So trust me when I say that. So if you ever head up to Elnoth, well, I'm pretty sure they'll serve a proper version of the stew, like at a tavern or something. Enough of the orcs around there head around. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. We might come across them.
I prefer not to though.
Tricky no ice.
Elnoth is pretty fucking cold, but you got used to it. But well, I got off track about talking about like food of all things. Vankin, we talked to you about like well, other shit. You know what? How about you come for a walk with us?
I'm alright here. I feel if I walk outside again, I'll just get drunk.
Yeah, that's fine. I
Hey,
suppose like take a look about the other patrons. How sloshed are they?
They're about where they Vankin and Sir Leon are now. So not too bad, but could be worse.
Hey, rooms are pretty cheap if you wanted to get one for a bit more privacy.
I've already got one. Your Guestavir over there gave me the key to the auction house. I'm covering for him for the time being.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Hey, well, there you go.
Anyway, we got to have that conversation.
Nah, then there's always the forge. We can always talk there.
There's yeah, but I'm waiting on food anyway, so
Hey, people around here are too drunk to remember it in the morning anyways. You two go sit down, start talking to him. I need to talk to Throg for a minute.
Alright.
Guess we can do that.
Vankin just reaches over the bar, pulls a bottle of beer out, and leaves a couple of copper. Alright, walks to the table with you guys.
Yeah, I'll walk with them,
So,
knowing that Guestavir is too passed out to talk properly.
Guestavir's fine. He's just sipping on wine. He's not drunk at all. His definition of getting drunk is having like 3 glasses of wine and going to bed. That's his night. That's a crazy night for him.
In that case, I'll go to Questivere.
Well, then again, we gotta talk about, well, a bit about current events.
Right.
Mainly, a bit about current events. Now, you're here in Blind Warden because, well, we know what happened in Tiberton. And, we gotta offer some of a solution there. Basically, the way I see it, either we become like our own sort of outfit, you know, carve our own place of the world and such for, like, you know, as a merc company or something, or we wait for well, somebody a lot more noble blooded than us to come around and start issuing orders. Again, it's all conscripted and shit. And I'd rather not fight and die for some asshole who doesn't know my name.
Right. So, your question is then?
Well, we're looking for advice.
Right. Okay, and what sort of advice you needing? It's quite a broad general statement you just made there.
Yep, that's fair. Let's start with the simpler things for now. How should we best go about establishing this thing from like you know, getting guys, training, equipment and stuff? I mean, supposedly Black was gonna be like bankrolling the op a bit, but we need to know what we're dealing with here.
Well, generally when I was in a part of the adventuring guild, we basically we started from ground zero. We just started building up an encampment nearby, and then cost a good pretty penny, but wasn't grossly expensive.
Define a pretty penny.
A couple of $100 gold, most. 500.
Expensive, but doable.
Yeah, and that was involving picking up all the equipment we needed, all the tents, rations, and hiring on people. We didn't have a big team to start with. We had like 5 to 10 people, 10 including the 5 of us originally. And the other 5 sort of did like menial tasks around the camp while we were away. And then we come back with a haul and splash out and expand. It's kind of how we did it for a while, and then we disbanded. But I would start by finding maybe a name for yourself to call your little organization. Think of it like a business. That's basically what it is. You're hiring on employees to complete a task, and then make them execute said task to your specifications or to a client's request. And then, you know, you gotta give them training, you gotta give them the right gear and such and such. If they come with any previous experience, that's a win. But, in your situation, you're not exactly going into adventuring all of a sudden, so you're gonna be in a bit of a pickle for that. Bloodborne's not exactly a fighter town. Maybe ask the guards if they would want to join. I think the new captain of the guard would be probably happy to give up some, but not all. And if the news is telling me right from what Morris was saying, there's a stash of weapons already in a weird haunted house just a couple of streets away.
Something you want to try and get our hands on.
Maybe some.
Haunted generally means ghosts. Good news though, I punched out a ghost once, so there's that.
Alright, so you send him back to the grave. That's hard to do. Don't know if you can re-dead something. Unalive the unalived, I don't know. But on top of that, you need to think about where's your first encampment gonna be. Usually it's outside of a settlement, so you have a clear transport route. There's plenty of open fields here in Elysia, so lots of places you could be relatively isolated. Trees are always a given. clean resource for cutting down trees, mountains nearby if you want to pick up stones and ores. Maybe even a creepy castle if you want to go down that route, if you can find one.
Well, find one, and I imagine, well, take it. But generally speaking, people don't abandon expensive ass castles unless, well, they got a good reason to.
A ruined castle's always a good thing, and at least it's full of them. But most of the prettier castles that are well fortified have been taken, and still are, by the Queen's people, apparently. But I'm not 100% sure how you begin. You've got a name for yourselves in this town, I know that much. So you might be able to pull strings from that. There's a drow fellow here that's got some combat experience. You could talk to him. Or talk to Sir Leon. He's a part of a mercenary guild right now, so. Totally up to you.
That might be. I've worked talking to him about a year. As for the drow, he didn't dress. Well, we're not on the greatest of terms right now.
Alright, I would avoid that then. There can be some problems with some bad blood if you're trying to hire him on. He could easily stab you in the back. And in this current climate, I wouldn't take it.
Yep, and if he stabbed us in the back, then I'd have to kill him. And well, I mean, he pissed me. I mean, I fucked him over, but I still like the guy.
Yeah, could just be a petty squabble, and he's probably got over it. But who knows? I'm not the type of guy that holds a grudge. Most because people are too scared of me to even try and fuck with me. So, yeah, reputation helps. Is there certain people you're looking for, like in terms of your employees?
Those probably have more longer term goals, but we do need somebody who knows their way around like magic. I mean, Henry can cast spells, but well, Henry is Henry.
Oh, so you're talking about one of them
never been
scholarly types? All right.
Yeah, like the nerds.
Oh yeah, ones I used to beat up when I was in school. Yeah, it was great fun. Apart from that one time they stuck one of these weird little fireball beads under my pillow and I cracked it. Still have missing patches of hair. So it's all nice and long now. Covered the bald patch.
Yeah, those types.
Yeah.
Just hopefully we won't need to beat them up either. Right then.
Maybe for fun.
Those types. Perhaps, but I prefer, well, if I'm gonna beat somebody up, I prefer they fight back. You learn something that way.
That's fair.
I'm just saying. Like the last guy I met well, there are 3 people I know who really like beating the shit out of people. One of them's Bruiser Jane, and she scares the shit out of me. And the next one that comes to mind is Tala. I mean, she seems to have it in with Morris or something. Well, out. I don't know. They don't seem to follow each other last time I saw them. And the last guy is, well, he liked to do the same to innocent people. You know, we're part of a gang, so we did this shit all the time. But he went a little farther than most. And eventually, all of them got together and just stabbed the shit out of him when he wasn't ready. We did not find his body until the next day. Poor bastard.
Well, this situation you're planning to go into is nothing like a gang. You can't just be pulling random shit, because once you've got a mercenary gang, or team, I should say, your name's on the map. People can find you quickly. So try and be careful with who you make enemies with. Make sure you can take them, or try to at least. It's the best bit of advice I've ever given. Once you try to take down
the underworld, learn learn who you can and can't piss off.
Yeah, wish I learned that in my younger days. We tried to take on a lich and an undead army. That fucking sucked. Lost 2 good people that day. Forgot to take the cleric with us. Wasn't great. And we kind of split up in the middle of this strange underground dungeon. Wasn't a good plan. That's a good rule.
Yeah.
If you're underground in a strange place, don't split up.
Yeah, definitely. Don't split the crew. Cause
Yeah.
that's one way to get them separated and cut down. And it's supposed like break out a piece of paper, like a piece of charcoal, and just write all this down in, well, I guess,
Caution?
Orcish.
Yeah.
Which probably looks like bear claws at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Orcish, but it is slightly different and doesn't quite look right to someone that speaks common Orcish.
Alright. Well, if I understand this right, mercs basically survive in their pockets. So how would you suggest we go about finding jobs or opportunities?
I'd suggest start small. That's the best way you can go about it. Might not be the best work in the world, but it'll pay the bills. Could be anything from, a criminal gang has taken over a part of town. Can you wipe them out for us or get rid of them in another way? It could be find my lost cat. Just take whatever jobs you can get. As long as the money is definitely there, you're good to go. How you finish the job, that's entirely up to you.
I take it how we finish a job might have a role on our reputation.
Yeah, you can have a good reputation or a bad one.
So bad reputation means we either get no jobs at all, or we get the jobs from the kind of people we don't want to really associate with.
Yeah. So you're gonna get shadier people like your past. And the better your reputation, you're gonna get more rich people. You might even get with a queen.
I prefer to not get involved with people who can have me killed, but given the life I'm planning to lead, that I might not have much of a choice in the matter.
Yeah, you could be stabbed by a levy if all I care, but you might survive.
This will put his thumb around his neck. Maybe. I suppose the one reputation we don't want is incompetent.
That can happen sometimes, but yeah, who knows? Might find the golden child of your crew is someone that turned out to just be a lowly farmhand. They got kicked in the head one too many times by a donkey. You never know.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, the way you said that was very specific. You got a story behind that one?
A story for another time. One I'm probably more drunk than this, but because it's the funniest shit I've ever heard. And he was a great guy. Little bit damaged, not all the marbles, but great guy.
Yeah, it reminds me of this bartender I met in this village not too far from Lindenwood. He's trying to sell us a fish wine. It's all funny, but he was alright.
Yeah, that's sounds very familiar to me, actually. Remember having fish wine at the old tavern. Oh, what a horrible drink.
Well, you're braver than me, Venkin. I did not have the guts to try it because I don't much care for wine, and I don't like fish. Combine the two was, my holy water. Spread shit at me, and I will run the opposite direction.
Don't bear that in mind next time I want to keep you out of my room.
Why the fuck would I be in your room?
I don't know. Just coming in asking random questions. I'm kind of drunk, so I don't fucking know.
Right.
Anything else you need to know?
Let me go through my agenda real quick. Here we go. Yeah, what kind of jobs did you take? Was it always just, walk around, kill shit, or protect this, or move this thing?
That was most of it for a while. Had to kill some bullets that were digging up vineyards. We had some large problems with some sort of weird elemental single day Mayfit, something like that. We're haunting wine cellars. And then we had to try and wrangle sort of zookeeper's owl bear back into its cage. That was the fucking worst day of my life. Being pecked out and slashed at's not fun, especially for a giant lion. It's like having a chicken attacking the fox. Doesn't make any sense. But eventually, our reputation grew as reliable and commendable, and we started getting bigger stuff. Subdue the dragon in the cave, go on a mining expedition to go find this rare metal so I can forge this weapon for you. Go and kill a lich and his undead army underground. Go all the way up to Aelnoth and go to Venture's End to go pick up this one fish thing that scales are made like iron. It was wilder stuff, but it paid better.
Alright, so be ready for weird shit.
Always be ready for weird shit. The weird shit tends to pay better anyway.
I hope you're right. I'll be interested in nothing else. I mentioned there was like a house with like a weapon stash in it.
Yeah.
Like haunted house.
Yeah.
Was it actual ghosts or is somebody just going nuts again?
I don't know. Do you think I'm gonna go in there? I haven't adventured in, 15 years? Hell no. I don't deal with ghosts. Undead are a no-no to me. Won't go near them.
Not since the lich.
Yeah, that shit scared the hell out of me. I'm not doing that again. Ghosts, ghouls, zombies, hags. Fuck that. Mind you, my sword is still needing, Didn't you go get the old sword out?
Well, I guess that's all I got for now. I imagine I'll probably have more questions for you later. So thanks for sharing, Vankin, and I'll buy you around.
Hell yeah, I'll take it. Henry was speaking to Throg, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Throg comes back, handing over a Guestivere, what appears to be like this, like very cheesy potato dish. Puts it down. Sees you, just waiting. I'll be there in a minute. Just give me a moment to dish this out and starts carving it.
Hey, it's alright. I actually wanted to talk to both of you.
Alright. Wipes off the knife. You want a drink or something?
No, I'm good right now. Had plenty to drink before we came over.
Alright. What do you need?
So I was wondering, would I be able to hire you to cook tomorrow over at the forge around noon?
Around noon. I'd have to speak to Morris about it, but I'm working here. Could see what I can do. Why?
Well, I kind of spoiled a big day for my brother, Spitz, and I wanted to throw a party for him tomorrow, kind of make up for it.
Right.
Well, I was hoping that I could get your help, or, well, help you, I suppose, cook. You know, he likes steak and potatoes, that sort of thing. But I was also hoping to make a couple orcish dishes for him. I know he hasn't had any in a while. He mentioned, look, I'm gonna be real, I'm never gonna remember the name of that dish. What was that dish called?
Rajajavan.
Jajavan?
Rajajavan.
Rajajavan. Alright. You mentioned a dish named Rajajavan or something. Do you know how to make that?
It's like a bear stew thing from the Rukasha people. There's not that many bears around here to hunt, but I'll try. Might have to make a substitute.
Alright.
But I can make different kinds. I've got Kaivan dishes. I know some other ones from the Vitha people for like a sweet pastry thing. But that's about it.
Alright, well, we'll throw in a couple of them. He might appreciate. You know, we don't get many real orcish dishes very often. Also, if you can manage to convince Morris to come over, can you bring a keg of that drink that he likes from the moon? I'll pay for the keg and your services helping to cook.
I know Mr. Morris has a lot of abilities, but coming back from the moon's not a... How is he gonna get to the moon?
I thought it was a weird name for a drink too, but apparently it's some super strong drink that he makes or something.
From the moon? How? I'm gonna have to ask him that tonight. I'm gonna, hey, Mr. Morris, I hear you come from the moon. How do you do that?
Aye. If you find out, let me know.
Yeah, it's
Kind of curious now too.
That's a strange name.
And Guestavir, I wanted to see if you wanted to come over.
Guestavir's just like with a mouthful of this cheesy little... He's currently chomping down on some people's food.
Hey, I think he agreed. Kind of spoke like a old fishing buddy that I used to know. Or that I still know. Heard he's actually escaped. Which is pretty good.
Escape from what? Fishes? Big fish? I don't know.
No, from the Novarian army.
Oh, a very big fish then. Oh, damn.
Hey. Also, I was wondering, do you do any brewing?
Me? Some kind of like natural herb stuff to help with illnesses, but I'm assuming you're meaning beers.
Hey, I was kind of hoping that you might have like a brewing book, maybe written in Orcish. It's the only language that Spitz knows how to read.
Well, I've got one from my people, but we're quite traditional. We don't let others see our stuff. I could find him one of Mr. Morris's older journals, if that helps.
Hey, if you could, I'd greatly appreciate it.
All right.
Tell Morris, I'd be willing to pay for it too, if he needed.
I'll see if he agrees, and if he does, I'll bring it over tomorrow. If I can.
Alright. Well then, hopefully I see you tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna try to see if Coroner will keep Spitz out of the forge for most of the day so we can get it ready.
I can make it overnight.
Well, whatever yet. You think it's best? I'm not sure.
I've got time. Most of the dishes take a whole day to make anyway.
Alright, well, I'll stop over then tomorrow, I guess, and help with what I can.
Nah, I'll be good.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Besides, if I'm making a Kaivan dish, you ain't getting to see what I'm putting in it.
Hey, fair. Not supposed to know the secrets. I gotcha. Alright, well, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Coroner, you're speaking to Guestavir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well get that out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's chewing down on some cheesy potatoes. I mean, so. Mr. Coroner, how can I help?
the boys told me about what's going to happen in when Novarius is coming this way,
Yes.
and we're thinking of setting up a mercenary company. Just instead of getting drafted into the shitty lines, let's do some more specialist work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means that one, I'll need to talk with your employer about selling the forge again. But I also need to figure out how to mobilize the forge because I don't want to leave my profession behind.
Hmm.
And Henry said that I should talk with you. You might be able to help me on the way.
Right. Lord Blackwood has already passed over some things, assuming that you were going to be asking about mobile forges. We've been having a bit of written correspondence between each other, and it's been pretty good. So I'll pick up some of the journals I've been given, and you'll probably learn a little bit more about mobilizing a smith. In terms of selling it on, I don't know if you can right now. There would have to be a market for it, unless
Very
the.
well.
I'll see what I can do. Can't guarantee it can be sold, but I'll try.
All right. I mean, old man Cole still wants his forge back.
Yeah, we're not giving him that forge back. He could burst down the door, kicking, screaming, with crossbows in both hands. We would still say no, even if it cost us a couple of crossbow bolts. And then we'd confiscate those crossbows because he still owes us money.
Fair, fair. That makes sense. Out of curiosity, how much does he actually owe you guys?
From previous renovations, including parts of his mortgage, he owes us about 50,000 gold.
Oof. All right. Good luck getting that back.
Oh, we will. We've already seized some of his family's estate, so we put it down as collateral. So, end of the day, that's on him.
That makes sense. That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'll probably see you again tomorrow.
I can easily drop on by and drop off the books I've been given.
I mean, I wouldn't want to rush you through your dinner.
I'm on vacation now, so I'm not really worrying too much about time. If you want to rush someone, make Vank and bring them over. But he's on duty, so he has to stay at the auction house. So
That makes sense.
I'll be round.
Hey, could you ask Blackwood about mining on the go too, if he's knows anything that might help that process? Because if we're gonna be forging on the go, mining's gonna become kind of a scarce thing.
Mining on the go. There is something he's been working on that I could ask him to let you try out and test it for him.
Oh, is it something experimental or something?
Yes.
Hey, I hope they didn't fuck up the spices this time.
What?
The spices, like,
It
what, did he never explain it to you?
it and just drinks a whole glass of wine.
Hey, I thought I'd have the same reaction when he explained it to me. Still don't really get it.
Yeah, but I still don't understand what you're saying. You could be talking about the kitchen. You could be talking about, I don't know, the illegal stuff, the illegal spices. In some regards.
Well, I don't really know what spices he used.
probably a lot of soma, but
Also, Coroner, since you're here, and
Mhm.
you pretty much heard me talking to him, would you mind keeping Spitz away from the forge tomorrow?
I can do my best, but it's gonna be hard keeping away from a long time.
Well,
There
a
isn't that
couple
much to be
hours.
done outside.
Aye, true. Well, if you could send him out around noon so that we can get everything ready and over there, and I need to head out and grab something real quick for him.
I mean, I can take him around the shops. I need to check if there's more metal to be purchased. There's a message that needs to be sent. But even then, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. You gotta be fast.
I'll try to be as fast as I can. Try to keep him away from, I guess, Leander's and the general store. I might need to pop by those real quick.
Alright. I can do my best.
And speaking of guests, I'm gonna go back over to Spitz, and when he leaves, I'm gonna ask Sir Leon and Vankin if they want to come.
Alright.
okay. Is there anything
Henry
else?
will get up and go over to the table.
Well, I guess Mr. Dalvis is done speaking to me. Mr. Coroner, if you need anything else, feel free to ask.
I can't think of anything that I'm needing other than what I've already asked.
I'll get the journals to you early tomorrow. I understand that you wake up pretty early, so
Yeah, I do.
I'll get them there as soon as I can.
Awesome. Thank you.
No worries. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Meal.
Hmm.
And you too, and I'll see you in the morning.
I'll see you tomorrow. Just start shoveling these potatoes in his mouth. Like the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, like the meat.
I'm gonna
No more
finish
lanterns.
off my drink before heading out.
Okay.
I'll walk up to the table that Spitz and Vankin are at. Sir Leon isn't there, right? Or is he still there?
He's at the bar.
He's at the bar?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, if he's at the bar, I'll stop by him first, because I was over by the bar.
Oh yeah, it's just like turn to bank for a moment. Oh yeah, did he ever get you your money back?
He's paid it back in a lot of the fight juice. Still a little ways to go, but we're gonna get there. He's probably buying more right now if he can get the words out of his mouth that aren't covered in chunks of vomit.
I guess when I left a few hours ago, he was going back into the fights to earn more money.
Yeah, he came back, and now I'm making him spend it in my behalf. He said he wanted to get some new pantaloons, and I said, no, you're buying me some fucking drinks all night. I don't care if your ass is chafing. I want a beer. True to his word, he's an honorable man, and he'll stick to it. Minus some pantaloons. And these weird things called socks. I don't get it. I mean, I've got big paws for feet, so I don't know.
Socks are a wonderful thing if you got like feet. Just saying, I wouldn't wear these boots without socks.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Yep, wearing boots without socks, I did it exactly once when I was younger. Worked all day without socks. My feet were very sweaty, and I swear I killed a small animal once I took them off. Never again.
Forget that you, less hairy people don't just, breathe to cool down. Alright.
Nope, we sweat.
Sounds disgusting. Remind me never to try it out.
Well, if what Lucy said about you was right, you already did.
They told you about that.
Oh, yeah, I don't much care. If it brings me a bit of hope.
Yeah.
Now, if something happens to Henry again, well, I can do something about it.
Yeah. Gets harder to bring you back every time, though, so you gotta be careful. First one's always free, they say. The next one, it's gonna be a little bit harder.
Well, up to me, that shit won't happen again. But, well, hope in the one hand, you know what in the other. Which fills up first?
Just need to wait and see. Okay. So, Henry, you're speaking to Sir Leon.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Sir Leon. You alright?
He's like just holding himself on the counter. Just... Yes.
Right. You busy tomorrow?
What time?
A little afternoon.
I might be. Why?
Hey, well, I was kind of hoping to throw a party for Spitz for winning the championship.
So...
I heard it was against you, but you know, it's still probably a good fight. I'd like to have seen it.
Right, so this is a party you're throwing on behalf of Spitfire because you feel bad, and also inviting the guy whose ass he beat.
Hey, it didn't seem like the type that would hold a hard feeling over that.
No, I don't. I was trained as a knight, and I remain so in my attitudes.
Alright, so you want to come over for some food and drinks?
Saves me having to spend more money here than yeah.
Alright, well then I'll see you a little bit past noon.
If the hangover leaves me before then, yeah.
Well, if it doesn't, there'll be some good alcohol there.
Oh, 2 whiskeys, Throg. Throg's like, 2 whiskeys.
I'll pat him on the back.
Yeah, he's just like, look, you can tell he's getting the smell of it, like, oh god. Heads back to the table where Vankin and Spitz are out.
I'll head back with him.
Yep.
Alright, Spitz, I think Coroner left.
Who's there?
Other than that, it's our business. Mostly taken care of. Alright, I'll leave you to your drinking. See you later, boys.
Ben's like, I'll see you later. Alright, Leon. Drink for drink. So Leon's like, stop. Please. I'm old.
I'll catch up with you. I wanted to ask Vankin something.
You needing me for something?
Yeah, once Spitz walks away,
Yep, Spitz is out the door.
I'll look to Vankin. Hey, I'm throwing a little party tomorrow for Spitz. You want to come by? Free drinks and food.
You had me at free.
Alright, be there at the forge a little bit past noon.
Alright. Not too far.
Hey,
I'll be there.
not far at all.
Yeah.
Alright. Good luck on the shot-to-shot thing, though.
More for him, he's older than me. And humans age a little bit faster in terms of their bones.
Alright, we'll go easy on him. He's got to be alive tomorrow.
No promises.
Fair.
And just pulls out a bottle of golden ale from his satchel. And another bottle.
Henry will turn around and start heading back. Catch up to Spitz and head back to the forge.
Alright.
I'm guessing all the shops are closed right now, right?
Yeah, it's late night. There's only like a handful that are open. Leander's is open for like a couple of minutes more than usual. Atha's is open. The general store's closed. A lot of like the essential places are closed, pretty much.
I'll just wait till tomorrow. Spitz is too perceptive for me to sneak a gift into that forge without him noticing.
And you're not the best sneaker.
Bull in China shop.
Nat 1, I just jumped through the window with the present and throw it at him. Shit!
Fucking
before he goes to
full of
bed,
like free dongle.
like before he heads back to the forge, Spitz will put a hand on Henry's shoulder. Henry, actually, I want to check something out before we head all the way back. Hatched out with Vankin, and apparently, well, I got like a lot of stuff we can use to, well, go get this outfit set up. He pulls out a sheet of paper, and he's like, forgot you can't read Orcish. But what we can do, apparently something like a weapons cache in a nearby haunted house. I want to scope the place out before we head in proper. Figure since we're at night, we should see ghosts and shit at this time. We're not going in, we're just taking a look around.
Hey, alright. If we do have to do something against ghosts, I do have that sword that seems to work on them too. A weapons cache should go a long way to help it out.
It should save us a few gold, so let's give the place a look-see. You know, maybe we're lucky you might see a ghost or two in the mirror or something, in the windows or something.
You know which place it is?
Yep, I got the location from Vankin. It's a few blocks over. Follow me.
Henry will follow you.
In the dead of night, through the almost completely shadowed over snow, you see a tall, 4-story building that seems to crook and sway over. The door is a strange shape, being angled at the top and not rounded like usual. The windows are off-center slightly, almost tilted. Looks like there's been some activity.
I want to make a perception check, see if I can notice any additional details or useful avenues.
Sure.
Just checking. Henry, you can still see in the dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I still have exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
You're both going after the haunted house?
We're just checking it out from the outside.
Yeah, that's an 8. Oh, it didn't actually apply. Hold on.
Still an 8.
8.
Okay. I mean, it's quite dark. Snow keeps falling. No real additional information you can kind of gather.
I got a question for you, Mo.
Mm-hmm.
Would a haunted area count as desecrated grounds?
You don't know? You can try.
Well, I know I'm asking you. I'm gonna try with the talisman, but I'm asking you like outside of the game. I don't know if like
depends on what kind of
desecrated
haunted place it is. If it's haunted by spirits that are agitated because someone has desecrated the lands, then yes. But a haunted house could be either. Could be just normal and just a strong spirit has decided to stay instead of leave. Or someone has desecrated the area.
Henry is gonna try to use the fractured talisman.
Of oral?
It doesn't use a charge or anything, but he's gonna try to sense to see if the area is desecrated.
The medallion doesn't warble or anything. It's just normal.
Alright, well the talisman doesn't say anything, but still not 100% sure how it works, so.
Well, I heard that like paladins and shit could like detect ghosts. You wanna try doing that?
Hey, I mean, I can give it a shot. And then, guess I will try
Divine sense.
to divine sense. Yeah.
Hmm.
Getting a little bit closer to like the front door before I do it.
You don't sense any creatures out of the ordinary, but the house reeks of evil.
Well, I
If,
don't know
if
if I sense any ghosts or anything, but I mean the house definitely feels evil.
like how evil are we talking? Like kicks puppies for fun evil, or burns down villages for shits and giggles kind of evil?
Oh, it's kind of hard to tell. It's really the first time I've ever done this. Just sort of feels real sinister. Don't really know if that means anything,
No, it
but
probably means we should go in expecting a fight. Maybe we should get some holy water or something. Splash
hey, I
on
think we
somebody.
still have some in the cart or stored away, don't we?
Yeah, yeah. Pick some up and give it a shot. Go check out like tomorrow when I'm not like tired. Well, tomorrow or the day after. I don't know how our schedule's gonna work out, but try it out like at a later point.
I probably during the day too, just in case. Maybe it's weaker during the day.
Yeah, it makes sense. You only really see ghosts at night or in like places of darkness. Granted, it was daytime when we got jumped by those ghost knights.
Yeah, it's true. Alright, well, let's head back to the forge. Make sure that nothing's going wrong there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like now so get some rest. Cause
Sounds like a good plan.
yep, I don't think I fully recovered from what happened yesterday. So yeah, let's just head back.
Return back to the forge for a night's rest. I'm assuming Coronar is back at the forge as well.
Yeah, I went back out after the first drink.
Okay.
Not much of a heavy drinker, especially when there's work to be done in the morning.
Okay, okay. You all get your night's rest. Snowfall continues to pile outside. The usual winter morning.
Was it you lose 1d4 stress when you sleep? What was it?
Allow me to
Or
check.
1d2 stress or something?
I think. Let me see. Stress. It's right for. It's usually between -1 or a d4.
Between -1 or a d4.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Depends
it.
on how much of a good night's rest that you get. But you get a good night's rest, so it's a d4.
Alright. Let's see them rolls.
Reduce your stress by 3.
I'll take it.
I will take it as well. Oh, hello, Spitz knocking it out of the park.
Need to get that stress managed.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Barnards are firing up the forge. You see Guastavir in the window in, normal everyday clothes for the first time pretty much ever.
I believe today is not a forge day, but an inventory day.
Assuming he'll be
Especially
awake.
since I got to go shopping in the afternoon.
And he's there with like a big satchel of books.
I will walk over to the door and open up for him.
He's there. He still looks quite tired, but like, I've brought over the books that Lord Blackwood has passed on to me. Should give you some details on where to go and some diagrams as well if you need to make it yourself.
Even if I don't need to make it, it'll help me with repairs. Thank you very much.
It's not a problem. It's, something you requested from Lord Blackwood, so not too bad. But, unless you need me for anything else, I'm going to go and enjoy my days off.
Enjoy your day off.
Day? Oh, I hope not.
Day. I mean, one at a time. You can't enjoy 2 days at the same time, right?
I can certainly try.
Enjoy one now. You have one more tomorrow, and then one more after.
That's
until the
fair.
boss is back.
I won't be back for a long time, so there's hoping it lasts a lot longer than one day.
I hear you.
Enjoy your day. Don't get killed. He walks off.
I'll do my best. Question mark.
Excuse me.
Alright. After he walks off, I'll just close the door and bring the books inside. Probably sit at the kitchen table browsing what kind of books he has.
And I'll come down and start breakfast after that.
So let's just head down and I'll just make, do his morning maintenance while Henry's making breakfast. I guess while he's waiting, he'll have some water and wait by the door as he usually does.
It's an awful breakfast.
You just think Henry's not quite wanting to make something big. It's not the best. It's kind of bland and not quite sitting the best, but fills you up.
Still better than Ma's cooking.
Hey, I'll get better at it over time. Need to practice more. I make a couple of good dishes here and there, though.
Alright. I'm waiting for Moot to finish writing down the list of books he brought.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if I should ask for a word-for-word writing of each of the books.
Moo, write out all of the pages of those 8 books.
No.
Write 8 books.
No.
That's your homework.
I already have enough homework.
For real money.
8 books in a week? You got that. You're a college student.
Yes. College student that makes floor plans, not books.
Ah, but if you have enough books, you can make a floor plan with your books.
We never said you couldn't make picture books.
Comic books. Make them animes. Get them right.
Yes.
An anime book about making a mobile forge.
That's what you've got.
Diagrams for mobile forge. Locations of the manufacturers that creates parts. Ooh, no. And presidents of previous mobile forges. All right. I'm gonna need in the downtime the locations on a map.
It's the ones we discussed last
Yeah,
week.
I know, but I didn't take a screenshot.
Okay. I'll pull it up.
Thank you.
No worries.
Very good.
Okay. If I remember, okay. Actually, I do remember some of the locations.
Yeah. Diagrams for mobile forge. Forging ahead to ahead. Non-stationary feature. There we go.
Hey, if we set up the forge here in town with the diagram by going and getting the parts and bringing them back, we could save money on the actual forge part and just use the forge, like take it out of our forge and put it in that.
The way our current forge is set up is probably not going to fit in any carts that's capable of going over roads.
Fair. Yeah. Maybe we could use its resources though.
Mm. Presidents. Precedents, not precedents. Oh, precedents. Ah, that's where the error is. Okay. Stupid.
There it is.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. I'm just gonna add that the description.
Mhm.
For the book.
So one you can get to quite quickly.
Yeah, the Sancerre is literally on the way.
Yeah. So you're looking at going up there, like that, and then back. So you're making a big rectangle. Pretty much.
Muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, that's the last place we need to go because we already have an anvil. We've been logging it from all the way from Anir.
Yep. It survived the handcart journey.
Mm-hmm.
It's an anvil of memories, man.
Alright, so Sancerre is now a quicker option. Also, Moose says replacement wheels, but we have 2 spare wheels.
Not for a
They're
large
probably
wagon.
handcarts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're handcarts now.
Looking like a drag race cart. All the metal sliding to the side. I've got to cast in a certain direction.
We should probably sell those.
Ah, sell the handcart. I like those. I like the news.
Just the extra wheels, the spare wheels.
We'll never get rid of that handcart, Mo.
Well, I know how to make Novarians personal. the handcart.
That's it. If Hagar burns, so does Novus. We need to burn down Novus.
You got burned on Novarian.
For the handcart.
For the handcart.
Just like the banner of our new Merc company just becomes a handcart. For the handcart.
The handcart's wrath.
And then we just like blow up the palace with like a bunch of chemical bombs inside of, well, a handcart.
There you go. There's your team name, the Wagoneers.
It'll be the 4 Wagoneer.
There's only 3 of them originally. Why is there 4?
You got him.
Right.
That's the only good thing that comes out of French. The mush. Sorry. Were I shitting on France? That must be my association with an English person. Well, semi-English.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you count. Close enough.
No.
You're close.
How
Yeah,
dare
close
you compare me to the English? How dare you?
You're like right
Harry
there.
is
It's fucking you like spitting distance. You're close enough.
Spitting distance is about 400 miles nearly.
Yeah.
Listen, you can throw a stone, right, and it'll hit an Englishman.
Happy.
I cannot.
I mean, the best way to think about it, the Irish hate the English, the Scots hate the English, the Welsh hate the English, and the English hate the English. And the French.
However, all of them hate the French more.
Nah, we're okay with France. They give us cheese.
They're not okay with you, though.
We give them whiskey and haggis and steel
Do you
tartan.
think they appreciate that? Ha!
Probably. Yeah, what is this?
Yeah, but if you,
What is this? A sheep's liver and lungs carved into fucking mincemeat and spicy.
If you go to Paris, Boo, they will insult your beard off.
I don't care. I know it's a wiry ass beard, but I've been
That's
told
like
never to
saying-
shave it off because it looks horrible apparently without it. So,
Saying that we come with haggis is like saying we come with fruitcake.
hey, fruitcake's nice.
Fucking lies, dude. What?
You just pour a bit of brandy on that and light that shit.
You should not need to make your fruitcake soggy to make it edible. That means it's bad.
I mean, any cake is better with alcohol. So, Spitz and Henry, are you heading to the haunted house?
No.
I already did like a quick search like yesterday. Yeah, Spets will be, I guess, at the door at the moment. I'll turn the corner and mention, oh yeah, boss, while I was having a chat with Vankin, apparently, well, there's a stash of weapons inside this abandoned house. Problem is, it's a haunted abandoned house, and I took the place out the other day with Henry, and he detected a whole lot of evil there. We could use weapons to get started on our company, but well, that means dealing with more evil stuff.
Yeah, house field. It felt right sinister. I don't think it's something that we. I mean, we could take care of it. Maybe. We don't even know if there's anything in there. But we could also wait on it. I don't think anybody's too eager to be going in that house.
Yeah, we're going to do it now, but we might want to have like a plan of sorts in mind. You know, I'm gonna go check the cart, see if we still got our holy water. Maybe ask around. And, yeah, actually, Mars should be inside by now. I wonder if he knows about the place. I'll go ask him. You mind watching the place while I'm gone, Henry?
Oh yeah, you can watch it.
Alright, I'll be back when I got some info.
Mm-hmm.
And Spitz will, we'll step outside and I head over to Morris's bar.
Sure. He's there, usually.
Yep, is he manning the bar right now?
He's cleaning. You know, it's still early in the morning, so there's not a lot of people in, so he's sweeping up, cleaning tables.
Am I interrupting you, Morris?
Nah, not at all. You after breakfast or something?
Well, not quite. Henry made him breakfast. Not his best day, but he did alright. I
Alright.
actually wanted to ask you about, well, you know about the big 4-story haunted, like, house type thing?
Aye, the one that Sally went into yesterday. Aye.
Wait, Lucy went in there?
Aye.
Didn't tell me shit. Alright.
Aye. Apparently some
Henry said
shadow
Henry said
monster
the
thingy.
place- Yeah, Henry said the place was evil. You know anything about that?
People disappearing there all the time, or dead. Apparently, a big shadow monster was in there. And a hag, but no sign of them.
But Lucy was in there.
Aye.
Yeah, I'd ask her when I get back then.
Aye. I would.
Yep, for the best then. Oh, thanks, Mars. I'll come back for a beer or something later.
Aye, no worries. Gets back to cleaning.
60 minutes, Spitz will leave the bar then.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Should take care of this one. I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, Spitz will, yeah, I'm gonna go check out the market and see if I can get an idea of what the price on holy water is locally.
Holy war. Okay.
Fund this mercenary operation off of the holy water sales, dude. Henry just in the back blessing his ass off. All right, sell this shit. Let's go. Silver glass.
You say that, but we still have a liter of holy water. So
I thought we still had some left, yeah.
yeah, we
A flask of holy water goes for 25 gold.
What the fuck?
should sell. Undercut the market. 24
What?
gold, 9 silver, 9 copper.
That's a terrifying amount of gold. That's a terrifying amount of gold for like a vial of holy water.
It's a flask. They only come in flasks.
Yeah, flask holy water. That's enough for what? How many uses?
About 10.
And we have a liter of it in the cart. Yes.
We should sell.
Hold on to
Well,
it. We might need it for like that house.
sell the remainder when
Only-
we're done with the house.
Only if Lucius doesn't tell us about what he's done. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, but he did it, and I still used divine sense, and the house felt evil afterwards. So
Evil AF.
Evil stains things.
like cursed floorboards, dude.
Yeah, it's always the last step before you get to the fridge in the kitchen. And it's the one thing it
Oh.
triggers mom's sense or dad's sense. Like,
I remember when I was like a teenage boy, I'd give them the whole night to like get soda out the fridge.
yeah, same.
And yep, when I came back up, my dad would be at the top of the steps looking down.
Yeah, it's like, motherfucker, you sold me out, Steps. How could you?
I thought I was quiet too. Nope, he heard me.
Everything is 1,000 times louder at night. Everyone knows that.
Oh yeah, and that's even amplified by 10 when you're trying to be quiet.
Yeah.
Everything's louder when you're trying to be quiet.
It's the opposite if you're drunk. You think you're being quiet, but you're the loudest motherfucker in the world. And eventually you realize and you don't give a shit. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, you just at that point you just go with it.
Yeah.
In that case, what would Spitz do here? Oh yeah, try local prices for holy water. Yeah, might as well see how the iron situation is right now inside the town.
Sure. Going to the dwarven lady, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, she's there. She's got like a pile of ores available to you. I'm going to go quickly check which ones she has.
You're gonna do the shopping early.
I mean, would you have wanted me to do the shopping early?
Henry would have wanted you to do it in the afternoon, but sure.
It's all right. Because while he's doing this, Henry's gonna fucking make a mad dash for Leander's.
Okay. She has iron, copper, tin, lead, silicium, and some. Ba, ba, ba. Where is the light one? And esturite, which is a bright pink metal, or a sort of subtly pink metal.
Spitz will nod. Alright, well, as you may or may not know, I work for the guy at the forge.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably have to, so do you mind, like, I'm holding some of these for us later? Like, I'll pay you now, we can come pick it up later. Is that fine with you?
It depends how much you're wanting to buy.
Alright, let's see. Quick to the boss, we, always need some iron. Copper and tin would be nice. Hey, what's the pink, thing right there?
The esturite, it is a kind of like a explorer's multi-tool. It can be used to spark to make fires. It can be used as a whetstone, and if you carve it, it's quite a soft metal. It can be used as bait for birds if you want to catch them.
Well, it's a very pretty rock. Is it an expensive pretty rock, or,
It is about. Usually, for one that is cast, you're looking at about 270 gold for an ingot. But the ore, it's quite an impure thing, so you're looking at about maybe a quarter of the price for a good pound of it to make a decent 3-4 ingots.
I'm not sure the boss will want that, but I'll tell him about the pink rock. Azurite, right?
Esturite.
Azurite.
Yeah, I'll type it out.
Oh, like I know what it is because
Yeah.
I've seen your metal. I've seen your metal index.
Yeah.
Spitz is effing up the pronunciation
That's
because, well, he's not educated.
J'ai
That's
known
on
age.
purpose.
Alright.
I guess I'll tell the boss about that. But yeah, we can always use more of this iron and copper and some of the tin maybe. I think you want to do some of the bronze.
Okay. Yeah, I think if I actually roll. Yeah, if she was selling ingots, she'd be selling it for about 400. But she only sells ores. She sells it per the
Ores are good.
pound.
It's cheap.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll just make a, I guess, coroner appropriate order, and I'll just take my money back from the stores later.
Okay.
Might have to go back for the hand cart. She'll hold it for a while. Yeah, Spitz breaks out the agenda list. Alright, let's see. We got war situation taken care of. Found out the price of holy water. Turns out we might have enough. House still evil as hell. Shadows in there, and apparently Lucy went in there and didn't tell us. Where Lucy? Where the hell is she anyway? You know what? I'll worry about it later. Yeah. Guess the rest of the time is mine to do with as I want. Spitz will like touch his chin. Well, you gotta work hard to maintain these guns.
Ooh.
Back to the gym. Yeah, Spitz will head back to the gym and perhaps get to work on picking another exploit.
Excellent.
Yep, which one's a move? at the gym?
Give me a moment. As I pull up martial exploits. Well,
Nuclear punch.
Vankin's there now, so it's different. Um. You get one called Adaptable Flanker as a bonus action till the end of your next turn. You gain advantage on attack rolls against any creature that both you and an ally of yours are within 5 feet of. You get some agile footwork. Where is the other one? And Daunting Onslaught. Those are the only 3 that Vankin helps you out learning.
Oh, so. Okay, so it's either Daunting Onslaught or the other one.
Adaptable Flanker or Agile Footwork as well. That's it.
Let's go for Daunting Onslaught.
Sure. Okay.
And normally requires an attack with a weapon, but I do have brass knuckles. Which I admit I mostly kept because, well, it's an artifact of the character. I imagine it takes me most of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it takes you quite a while.
Yep, it's surprised to see Vankin at the gym.
Yeah.
I guess Spitz looks surprised. I guess it does make sense that it does make sense that Blackwood will open up his gym to an old buddy of his.
It's always nice to get a little training in. Seeing as how basically up shit's creek as usual. It's been a while since I swung a sword around, so might as well give it a try again.
Yep, get your form and get your form back and all that.
Yeah, could say that.
Well, if you want to spar, I'm always available. And don't worry about the sword. I dealt with that halberd.
This is my normal sword. It's just a wooden sword he's got.
So you made your legend with a wooden sword.
No, this is a training sword. I'll go and get the real one if you want to actually try and fight me.
But fuck it, let's see what you got.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. He disappears. And comes back with a sword that is almost as long as he's tall, hanging off of his back. Right.
You ever compensating for something there, Vankin?
Not really. He just draws it with one hand, and this thing is almost 6 feet long. One-handed. Right.
Hey, Spitz will like him pick a spot. Alright then. He'll crack his knuckles, roll his shoulders. And let's knock the cobwebs off.
Alright. Let's see, where is Vankin's stat block? You're hiding in
Oh,
here.
nice. You do have stat blocks for banking.
Yeah. To look him up. You are hiding in here somewhere. That's an old one, so I'm just gonna look at the barbarian class a little bit more.
Oh shit, he's a barbarian. This is gonna be good.
Yep. Let's see.
Beat his ass.
Bonk.
Why not? Spitz is going to see how good banking is because he already knows how good Blackwood is. I might as well. I might as well just make that. Fuck it. Banking is now on the fight list.
Okay. That. What is his? Does he have any additional? Okay, yeah, okay. So it's pretty much everything's the same. So yeah, roll some initiative. Determine from there. Bankin's going last. So, yeah. Complete
Super
paralysis.
last.
So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change out this music. Put this one on instead. Alright. Spitz, you're up first.
Alright, let's see the initiative. Spitz is going to charge in. This is a spar, not a real fight, so I will avoid dig deep.
Okay.
Instead, well, let's see how stable he is, because I will dash towards him.
Sure.
Let's see if I can knock Catman over.
Catmandu.
Okay, you're gonna bulldoze him. Okay.
The old opening spear, dude.
Okay. He's stable.
Yep.
Good. Alright, open up with a punch.
Yeah, hits.
19.
Now you. His jaw is like a rock. It just. And it hits him. He looks kind of okay. He didn't flinch him. 8 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'll spend a yeah, let's see what he's made out of. Bonus action, well, fancy footwork.
Okay. A bit of fancy footwork. Sure.
That's, dodge.
Okay. Okay. It's his turn now. Now. Leave. We are running an active defense as well, so. Right. Don't know if it changes depending on how dangerous he is. Okay. Okay. So, roll me some defense rolls. 2 defense rolls, please. You have advantage on them. I think you're muted.
Oh yeah, what's his to hit roll, like the DC I'm looking for?
DC, you are looking for. Oh, he's got the butcher's blade, so that is a 5, 7, 5. You're looking for a 30.
All right, so that's a +8 to hit.
Mhm.
Okay, I might have kicked a stone there. Not a big deal. All right. Okay, so how many times is he attacking?
Twice. He's only a barbarian. He only attacked
Okay,
twice.
2 attacks. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be like a frenzied, so I'm just checking.
No,
All right.
he hasn't gone into rage. He's just cool as a cucumber.
Yep, that's fair. This is like, that's fair. Spits ain't going all out either.
Yeah.
All right, 2 swings.
Okay.
34.
Yeah.
And for the next one, at 28, that'll
Okay.
hit.
Yeah, so as you step to the side, the blade just keeps going. The momentum carries and he notches you. For damage is Butcher's Blade is 6. He's going very easy on you. He's like,
Yeah, clearly.
he's just standing there.
Alright. You have to do better than that.
I'm going light on you.
And I will, yeah, I'll spend a point of mock. In that case, I will basically start giving him hands. So, that's simple.
Spitz is trying to incite the rage. Come on, show me why you got the name Butcher. Fucking Spitz shows up in a body bag the next day.
Take this shit, pussy. Boom, 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 boom.
Sure. So you roll to hit him. Okay.
Punch 1. That's a miss.
Yeah, you just sort of punch into fluff, essentially.
Okay. Dropping point of moxie. 2 more fists coming his way.
Okay.
Oh my god. At least 1 hits.
One hits, you go, and then you're like, fuck you, uppercut and hit him in the jaw. 6 points of bludgeoning. Okay.
The old double fake, dude.
And the fake at like the. Okay. He's not even phased. Hasn't even bled or anything yet. He's holding on. Okay. He's coming at you with 2 attacks. That's fair.
Alright, let's do this. Gonna go make my 2 defense rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a fail.
Hit
Next
you
one.
once.
That's a success, though.
Okay, hit you once. He just gets you right through the side. It feels like he's cut like a chunk off your hip.
So now he's. Ugh. So now he's getting serious.
And he just like looks at you like, I'm so sorry, you alright?
Like Spitz will like look at that. Adds nothing.
Alright.
I'm gonna go for the dramatic punch.
Alright.
18.
That hits.
Yes.
Do his.
That's double click, but that was a 5. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh well, D6 fists. It is what it is.
It
Anyway,
is
dropping
what it
another
is.
point of moxie and 2 more punches coming his way.
2 more punches. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he just sort of like steps back as your body swings out to get a good jab, and you miss the old 1-2.
Yeah.
He's just like, how bad does Spitz look? Comparison.
Spitz is
I think
he's not bloody. He's not bloodied yet.
He's hurt. Okay.
I'm hit, but not bloodied.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Spitz is not backing down, so he's not. So it's not like I'm holding on by a thread or nothing.
Okay. He'll attack you twice.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hmm.
Defense
Can't
roll
beat
1.
Spitz, bro.
If Spitz is trying to incite Vanken's rage, It's gonna happen.
Both misses. Here we go.
Okay. I'll just roll them together. 2d10 plus 10. 18 points of slashing.
Yeah, I'll just use my special move and cross counter some of that down.
Sure.
10,
Okay.
only 8.
8 points of damage. Okay. It's on you.
Yep, Spitz will Spitz will on his turn. Yeah, he will. Throw some hands.
Okay.
Okay, punch 1. 16.
Misses.
All right, 2 more.
Yep.
My dice luck has been terrible.
You just go,
lately.
and you're just punching like the flubber on his belly. Just boom, boom, boom.
That very good got me. I messed up. All right, I'll activate Bloodied but Unbowed,
Okay.
which will give me 7 hit point,
Okay.
and it will restore my mods.
Yeah. How bad is he looking? I mean, I think it triggers after you go below a certain threshold, isn't it?
Yep, I am bloodied right now.
Okay. Yeah,
Got some temp,
Vankin's not even bruised.
Oh yeah, I imagine he's got. I mean, it's a D12 hit dice I'm working against here.
Yeah, and a big con score too.
Big con score,
Yeah.
and
Got that big beer belly
He-
for a reason.
he's at least a few levels above me, so it's whatever.
No.
Again, Spitz doesn't expect to win. He's seeing what Vankin's made out of.
Yeah, he's holding back though, so he doesn't want to hurt
Yeah.
you badly. It's just a humble bartender. So,
My dice luck has just been terrible lately.
yeah,
All right, so 2 more defense rolls. Here we go.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
a miss. And for the
Yeah.
next one,
Okay.
2 misses.
Just goes in for a thrust and you step to the side.
All right. Yeah, this will work. Just keep giving him these hands.
Okay.
That's a miss.
This is
Punch him in the nuts.
Moxie.
Anything goes.
Moxie, 2 more.
all right. 25 hits. 18
18
hits.
hits.
Yep.
All right.
His AC is 17. Unarmored. Okay. 13.
Jeez, that's some terrible dice rolls. So, yep, 13 more damage.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to leave a little mark on his body for the first time in a while, in all the punches you've given him.
All right, you're a tough son of a bitch. I'll give you that.
Yep. Now I'm going easy on it. I don't want to hurt you that bad. But I'll give it to you anyway, and just swings his sword 2 times.
You know what? That's fair. About time. Okay, make some defense rolls.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Hits you
That's
once,
a miss, and the next one.
hits you twice. Okay.
Yeah,
That
hits you twice.
channel, that Neo, dude.
Here we go.
18 points.
Oh, you're right. I did not roll a d6. I did not roll a
Yeah, I was about to say, have you recharged your
for the,
car scanner?
recharge. Nope.
Okay. Alright.
After that, Spitz will like put his hands up. All right, I think you got me. As there's like a bunch of like cuts on Spitz's body, he's like basically form like a small pool of blood on the floor. He's at 4 hit points.
He just cleans off the blade, puts it away. Yeah, you're gonna need medical attention for that one. I got some bandages and stuff. I can
Okay.
patch you up.
Yep, let's get those.
All right.
Not the worst. Well, I beat Black Whip, but seems I'll have to work harder to beat you.
Yeah, you've left a little bruise on my big man titty here, but I'm all right. Just like takes out the healer's kit and starts patching you up. So you'll regain 1d4 plus 1 hit points.
Yay, but I'm just gonna spend hit dice.
Sure. You'll get extra healing, so you don't need to spend them all.
Yeah, it's 4. And I'll drop 2 of my hit dice. So. 13, so that's. 21. I'm not gonna get into another fight today, so that'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, that's what
I mean, I could have lasted longer if I'd have used, well, dig deep, but I didn't.
Hmm.
No, that's fine. But I will be stronger. And next time I'll make you work for it.
All right. What's that? So. You knocked him for 15% of his HP. Give or take. If my mathematics are right.
That's fine. Because once I gain some levels, I'll be more accurate, I'll do more damage, and I'll have more options. Besides, Spitz has been having too smooth a journey here anyway.
Man, you didn't even get him into the bloodied stage, damn. You did.
Well, I didn't.
Good chunk,
my dice, I did not roll very well. When I did hit, I kept rolling like 1s or 2s or 3s.
Yeah.
Granted, I have D6 fists, so I'm not too surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Again, like next level up, have extra attack and have D8 fists.
Yeah.
And I'll have like more options later on.
Well,
At the moment, yeah, I can't beat Vankin.
you could
But
if you hit
it's
him
not
harder.
Yeah, if I hit him harder and more often.
Yeah.
But at the moment, this is enough for now.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Vankin is now on the fight list.
Oh, I want to see that fight in the ring. It's like, hey, you gonna hold back? And he's like, no. Comes back in 2 pieces. Like, told you. Yeah. You take them and train. And whilst that's happening, Throg has arrived at the forge with a huge ass cart full of cooked food.
Excellent.
Gonna turn off the nah, keep the combat music on, why not? It's a fight for the table.
Before Throg, I'm guessing Throg arrives at like noon.
About like 11 a.m., 12 p.m. sort of time. Yeah.
Alright, before he arrives, I want to run out quick to Leander's.
Sure. You head to Leander's. Who is in?
Back, gonna get more snacks.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, Leander's there.
I'll walk in. Hey, Leander.
Yes?
I was wondering, do you happen to sell any brewing equipment?
You'll have to specify what kind of brewing you mean. Alchemy supplies?
No, for like alcohol, like a brewer's kit.
Oh, for making drinking alcohol. Yes, I have a few.
How much would one of those run me?
Let's quickly check how much they tend to cost.
Money.
Brewer's tools. About 20 gold.
Alright. You sell herbs here too, right?
Some. Arthur sells most of them.
You got any herbs for that are used in brewing alcohol?
Um,
Like hops and things like that?
oh, hops umbles? Yeah, I've got some of them. I also have juniper berries, some root licorice, other things. Mostly alchemy supplies, but I've got something.
Alright, can I get some of that tossed in there? Gotta give him something to work with.
Well, it depends on what you want him to brew first.
You just want to get him, some various stuff so he can brew whatever he wants first.
Let's see. Disappears into the back. And you just hear him shout, "Don't hit the armor again."
Alright, even if it looks at me funny this time, I'll hold back.
Mm-hmm.
You better not fucking look at me funny. I've got my eyes on you, you armor bastard.
The armor that's upstairs.
He's looking at the
just like in the
his
position,
roof.
just like
He knows where it's sitting at in the room. He's just fucking doing the eye motion through the floor.
okay. Leander comes back with some, like a big chest essentially full of brewer's supplies and recipes stuffed down the side, with like a satchel filled with some ingredients to make a very simple beer. That's all he's got. If you want to make spirits and stuff, you'd have to go to Atha. As far as you know. There you go.
Alright, what's it all come to then? What's the ingredients?
25 gold total.
Hey, alright. Here you go. I'll hand over 2 platinum and 5 gold.
Well, it's easy to put that through the bank. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, thank you. And I'll pick it all up.
Quite heavy, but it's carryable.
Okay. I'll head back to the forge and I'll put it in my room for now.
Okay. Yeah. Throg has already set out the tables.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for this.
How
much for the help and the cake and all that?
Yeah. Morris said it was a gesture of good faith. He's been hearing what you're all up to, so he said, one last meal for the road, I suppose. Didn't specify how big the meal was, so I took the biggest keg I could.
Aye, good man.
Yeah, I still don't know what from the moon is. He said it's just what it is, and I said, it's not from the moon, is it? He said, well, can't tell you the secret recipe. I said, oh, it is from the moon then. He's like, could be. I'm like, all right.
We'll get him to tell us one of these days.
Gonna have to bring out other tactics. Might drown him in cheese and potatoes.
Aye, might let down his guard with a full stomach.
I managed to substitute bear for the Rajajavan with some rich rabbit meat, so...
Alright, I hope he likes it.
Well, it's not gonna give him worms.
Oh, aye. What? Titchy nose eyes or something like that, right?
I don't know what that is.
Some fancy word that Spitz had for getting worms.
From bear meat?
Aye, apparently it happened before. His ma was just that bad at cooking it.
No, never happened in my tribe, so maybe she is just a bad cook.
Hey, I mean, that's what he tells me.
Well, I will leave you to set up everything else. I have work to get back to.
Alright. Thank you for the help.
No worries. Enjoy. Throg heads back to the Watchman's Rest to finish his shift.
I'll get everything ready, like get glasses and plates and shit set out and tap the keg.
It's full. You have pretty much a whole lot of food. It's like a buffet. It's not exactly Throg's barbecue, but it's a lot of orcish dishes and a lot of standard dishes.
Perfect.
No fish.
Excellent. I'm the only one that can force Spitz to eat fish.
Even then, you gotta work at it.
Yep.
Mm.
Then once everything's ready, I will wait for the guests and Spitz to come back.
Yeah, I mean, Guestevir's not that far away. He's already got like the fucking apron on and the fork ready.
Oh yeah, he smells it, dude.
Does
Like
he
a
still
bullet
have
hound.
that? Does he still have that dirty ass shirt?
Always.
Of course he does.
Always. If there's good food on the prowl, he wears the nasty ass shirt.
Still never been washed.
No, probably hasn't been washed in over 20 years.
Oh my god. That thing must stink to high heaven then.
I mean, he'll fragrance it with like perfumes and that.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. Somebody tries to like
Mask it?
Febreze some old
Ah.
clothes or something. You smell that mix.
Just like a high school lunker, just axe everywhere.
Axe, sweat, and BO.
I mean, he's clean. It's just the shirt that's nasty.
See, when I arrive at work, I have the exact opposite.
Hmm.
Clean clothing, just sweat like a hell because I've
Yeah.
been psyched.
Yeah, I bring a backpack with me to work with spare clothes, usually the uniform and shoes.
I walk to work, so I don't need to worry about that.
Lucky you.
Well, I will once the summer rolls in. That's gonna suck.
Speaking of which, I wonder if I haven't heard anything more about the house, but yeah. Give me the fucking house. Buyer, take the fucking offer. Take my offer. Yeah. So?
Or you'll have your parents as your landlords
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good thing you're already like have a fiance, because getting laid while living with your parents is getting laid. European extreme difficulty.
It's like, why do you have so many locks?
He doesn't really need to go back to his own home, not his own parents. He could be going back to his fiance's parents.
Wow.
It'll be a whole different experience.
Oh yeah, I totally want to go back to pitchforks and torches and people that get enraged when you call Jesus a sausage.
Hell yeah.
There are more
Wait.
churches there than people, I think.
Hell yeah. Sounds
Who
like
and why did somebody call Jesus a sausage?
I don't remember, and it was like running for like town mayor or something like that. I can't remember. And they just called Jesus.
Scotland and someone somewhere is drunk. Just saying.
Yeah, he got chased out of town, and it was. I've seen the video of it, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Yeah. Well, whittle on past that. Vankin will show up as well. Sir Leon doesn't show up for a while. He comes in with like bags under his eyes, just big war skin. Don't talk to me.
Sir Leon! Glad you're here.
Hey, here's a drink.
Oh. Just back and just like elbows him, like, don't be a pussy. Shot for shot, Sir Leon, like we said. Just takes it like, son of a bitch. Just takes it down. Good morning. God.
Hey, well,
That's a good
close
question.
enough.
Does Fangin get back before I do?
Yeah, they'll all be there. So Leon gets there just like maybe 10 minutes before you get back.
Yeah, it's supposed to be rolling the shoulders. All right, the bandages are wrapped together. No blood showing. Otherwise, Henry will fucking panic. All right. I'm supposed to look up at the sun. Is it like mid-afternoon by now?
It's about, yeah, mid-afternoon.
Oh fuck! I've been gone for a long time. Well, it's a good thing I don't really need this job anymore. All right. Spitz will open the front door.
All right. There's a smell of good cooked food in the air.
Get you something to eat. And Spitz will step into the forge.
Okay.
Hey, Spitz, welcome back.
It was good to be back, brother, and your mountain was smelling so good.
Hey, I asked Dog to whip up some food. Even got that dish that you mentioned, though it's not made with bear. He said he used rabbit. Invited some people over, celebrate. I know I kind of put a downer on you winning the championship and all, so I decided, it's not a good thing for a brother to do. Might just throw a party, make up for it. And got a keg of that nice alcohol you like too.
I appreciate it, Henry. I really do. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did. Well, let's not jaw and get all weird about this. Let's get some food in us and get nice and drunk.
Hey, I got a nice little gift for you after dinner too.
Well, shit, now you got me all excited. Haven't gotten a gift since let's just pause for a moment. Fuck, it has been a while.
Well, it's been a hectic while, a lot been going on.
Yeah, I feel ya. I did celebrate birthdays like before, but kind of got over that shit once I got back in the gang. Turns speaking, like, hey, I'm 15 now. The gangsters would just laugh at my ass, and I didn't quite keep track of it then. In retrospect to Henry, a lot of our friends were assholes.
Hey, but it was to be expected. You still earned yourself a good reputation, though. Anytime anybody treated you like a kid, you kicked their ass.
Yep, there's always that. But let's see if Throg's as good as he pretends to be. Granted, he can beat my ma, so that's enough to start with. And I, for one, prefer rabbit over bear anyway. Again, bear is like really greasy and gamey, and again, it was one of the reasons why the stew was kind of nasty.
Hey, well, hopefully it turned out alright.
Trust me, the bear knew what his flesh was going to be put in. It would have fought harder for his life. But granted,
I can already imagine.
Yeah, but Ma always felt like a champ when she brought home a bear. I don't know why. I mean, we fought a bear, knocked the shit out of Lucius, and you, Henry. So maybe that's why.
A tough bastard.
But I always thought Ma was scary, so her coming up with a bear is like makes it worse at the time. But I stopped talking about home. Let's get some food in this.
Hey, you have to tell me how close it tastes. You might have to get he might be willing to share some recipes, just not the ones from his own clan.
Oh yeah, like if the I forgot the if the Rokasha found out I told you how like Rojaja Vine is made, they'd probably want me dead too. They're kind of touchy about that sort of tribal thing.
I'll keep it a secret.
But I'll be honest with you, I don't give a shit. They're up in nail now. They ain't coming with the fuck down here.
Well, if we ever run across one, I'll make sure I don't cook that night.
Yep. Or at least if one does see, we'll kick his ass so he decides to stow his little bit of tribal anger. Because if Miles right, Rokasha still run a bit on the rule of, you know, if you got the biggest fist, you win.
Well, at least it's a nice, simple system.
So there's always that. Yep. Strong make the rules and the weak, well, gotta deal with them. Social niceties and all that. I mean, I didn't buy it that much because we didn't have much contact with the Roshaska as well. Ma left for a reason. And granted, I don't like my mom very much, but she's a stubborn old woman. So if whoever's down there is to make her want to walk away from what she grew up from, then I know it's bad. I'm not sure why Ortha wanted to go back to him, but she did. I'm just hoping she's doing all right. Because unlike my brother or my other sister, I actually like her.
Well, maybe you have to go visit her someday. Or are you allowed to go visit the clan?
I mean, I ain't one of theirs, so I can't like walk into like their compound or nothing. But they kind of move around. They kind of like move around and about a lot. I could just stumble across them. It doesn't really matter to me that much. So it'll be fine. In fact, I'll be fine. But yeah, let's eat. And Spitz will like get the largest plate, and he'll try a bit of everything.
It's some good old memories of home with the Rajajavan. Keep thinking of a different thing. Bit different. Definitely cooked a lot better than what your mother used to make. Yeah. Some normal steak, potatoes, gravy. You get a Kaivan dish, the moshaldira, which is the potato and cheese dish that Guestivere was eating, who's hamming into it right now. Almost.
Guestivere, save some for me.
Just looked at you like almost like death eyes. Alright.
Hey, you know how he is. You better get into that one real quick before
Yeah,
he
I
eats
better
it all.
hurry it before. Yeah, I better hurry it before he gets that big ass sword of his out.
Banker's like, he's got a big ass sword too.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Oh, it's a dick measuring contest.
Yep, he's got his own reputation.
Probably not as cool as mine, but yeah.
Probably not. But yeah, I'm supposed to like just get a bit of the potato and cheese dish. He'll keep sampling and he'll like get himself like a nice well, not a full glass of From the Moon because he knows that shit will knock him out. So enough to loosen him up a bit. You know, Henry, I got a weird relationship with this drink here. Very strong, very good, smooth like a beer. But I had this when I lost you.
Well, we'll have to give you some better memories of it.
Amen to that, brother.
Henry will pour a little bit more into his glass and raise it for a toast. Hey, a toast to well-fought battles, well-earned victories.
Cheers. And how much farther do we have to go to get where we want to be?
So Leon holds up his warskin. Cheers. Vankin and Guestivere didn't even hear the toast because they're busy like comparing each other's backstories. You ever been fired from a catapult holding 2 flaming cocktails? No, I haven't. Have you ever jumped 10 feet off of a long canyon and reached the other side with only your feet cracking against the rocks? No, I haven't. They're literally dick measuring their backstories.
Classic.
Yep. Bonus points if they like started comparing their sword size. Like my sword is Actually, for actual sword dick measuring, who actually does have the bigger sword?
Gwester has the bigger sword by like an inch, and that's it. Well, my sword has squiggly lines on it. What does your have? A really sharp edge. So every sword in the world? Yeah, sure. So look any fancier than my one? Apart from the fact it's stained with blood. No. I like 'em simple.
Yeah, Spitz like roll his eyes at the two. Hey, I can look at Henry. They're definitely compensating for something.
They don't have that high charisma score.
Hey, yeah, no. Men find pride in their own ways. And then real like chuckle, and Pat spits on the back. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get your gift. Got it up in my room. Think you might like it.
Well, I believe you, brother. It's
Did,
just like sip from like another, have sip from the moon like glass. Because Spitz's drinking habits for from the moon follow my drinking habits. You nurse this thing for like an hour.
When Throg brought over the food and alcohol, did he end up bringing over a book too?
Brought over some small pages from Morris's journal. That was it.
Okay. I'll grab those pages and put them with the other ones with the chest, and then grab the chest and the kit and come down the stairs. You said that you had an interest in trying it, so I figured I'd go out and get some stuff for you to have some fun with it while we're on the road. I'll set it down next to Spitz. Got the brewer's kit, and then didn't know what you'd want to try first, so picked up some various ingredients. Might be able to make a nice beer or something. And there's some pages in there. Some that I had Throg bring over. I think they're supposed to be in Orcish, and Leander had a couple. I can read those to you though, if they're not in Orcish. I didn't go ahead and look and see what they were in.
Nah, Henry, honestly, it's about time I actually should learn to read Common.
And you can teach you if you want.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. Because, hey, unlike my ma, I'll actually listen to you. Well, actually, my dad taught the rest of us Common. I didn't listen to him that well either. Ma couldn't read it, and I couldn't. Damn, I am a lot like her, ain't I? Well, whatever. You'll teach me how to read, I'll do it. Might take me a little while, though, because I ain't book smart.
Well, that's alright. So happens we got a long journey ahead of us. Plenty of time to probably teach you how on the road.
Yeah, but I gotta figure out how to make some beer out of this. Because, a man needs a hobby besides getting into fights.
Hey, a good hand in hand too. Win a good fight, brew a good brew, celebrate with it.
Yep, I remember like one of the pit fires back in Anier. He mentioned that he used to buy this beer that he swore made him punch harder. I call bullshit because he got his ass laid down nightly. But it does make me interested.
Well, you never know. Maybe there are some fancy brews out there that do something like that. You'll have to. Suppose you have to find out. I
Find in and
definitely
find
haven't
out.
seen any.
I haven't either, but well, if it doesn't exist, fuck it, I'll make it.
Then Henry will probably sit down and go back to digging into some of the leftovers. Whatever Gustavir left fucking out
He
of all the dishes.
he's almost defeated by the potatoes. He's like still
Fair.
shoveling them in, and he's reaching for another thing. Vankin's just slapping his wrist. Just I've been defeated, but I need so much more. He keeps getting slapped away. You need to fucking
Not
stop.
Oh, there's plenty of food.
Some of us got beer bellies to feed.
Yep, half of Vankin's defense is fat.
Damn right.
Well, does that
Gustavir.
work though?
It still hurts, but you know, I haven't had to fight for a long time. Gives me a little bit extra grounding weight.
Gustavir, if you're really that hungry, I'm sure that if you ask nicely, then Henry would love to make some river troll food for you.
Wouldn't be the worst thing I've ever eaten.
It's Henry's most famous dish. We call it river troll for all the trouble that it cost him obtaining the food to cook.
Nah. I think I'm fine for now.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry, aggressive over here is saving all the room for a barbecue night. I guarantee it.
There's like a glint in his eye when you say it. I can't wait.
Hey, barbecue
All right, just
night's
remember
gonna
to
be nice.
just remember to tip Throg nice and properly, because he hunts for that stuff himself. And considering
Always
the
do.
most hunting I've done is punch out a cow I saw on the road. Yeah, you might want to thank him properly.
I usually do. It's not exactly like I'm going to not pay compliments to the chef.
Wait, did you and Vankin decide finally who has the bigger sword?
I do, by 1 inch, and it looks cooler. But we decided he has what the young people are now calling a dad bod that gives him extra. The hell did he say? Huggability. Fair.
Well, more like an extra layer of fat. A lot of shock absorption there.
You're damn right. He just swings down more from the moon. It's like, whoa. That'll make you want to smack your mom. Damn.
Hey, you shouldn't be smacking your mother.
I don't know, my mom gives a good smacking sometimes.
Hey, man, I grabbed the slipper and beat my ass.
Yeah, sounds about right. So Leon's just like almost passing out from trying to withstand the hangover.
Luckily for you, your ma uses a slipper. My ma used a maul.
I know that feeling as well, Spitfire. My mother used to use a big great hammer. It wasn't fun. Don't
Hey,
think.
I'd
Yep.
rather a slipper over a maul, but I'll tell ya, in her hands, a slipper kind of feels like a maul.
That's some powerful hit.
I pour a glass of drink and I raise it. 2 moms, some to be venerated, some to be smacked about.
That's
I can get behind that.
water skin up.
Aye.
The rest of them like, fuck it. Drink.
Oh, yeah, so Leon, you look like shit. What happened to you?
So you all left, and then Vankin brought out some of his still fermenting ale. We finished those bottles, and I don't remember the rest of the night. But I did wake up with ink on my face, so must have been a good night.
Yep. Like Spitz will turn to him, banking. Did he draw a dick on his face?
Bet your ass.
Atta boy.
And that's the biggest sword you'll ever see, Guestevere. No, it's not. My sword's still bigger than yours. Fuck it. Draw a dick on your face next. Seems to come off pretty nicely in the wash, though, eh? Lay on. Prestidigitation, drunkenly. Hot bath, wet socks. Wakes you right up. What is it with this thing in socks? I don't get it. You all wear socks? Don't let your feet
I wear
breathe.
socks, but I don't know why you're putting on wet socks.
So Leon's like, it's... What you do is you put on wet socks and you go to sleep. If you're really drunk, you put on a wet shirt as well, and it usually helps wake you up quicker. Let's just say I added more to the wetness. Sweating like hell.
Are you sure that's not just gonna get you sick?
I'm half giant. I really don't mind. The cold
Hey?
doesn't bother me at all.
Alright, well, I think I'll stick to hair of the dog or something. I don't want to be sleeping in wet clothes.
Yeah, that's fair. If you're sleeping on a leather couch, you stick to that shit. Well, it was a nice meal, but I'm now gonna go back to my room and sleep in dry clothes. 'Cause I am hungover to high hell.
Hey, try not to die. You look like shite.
It'll take more to kill me. Maybe one more drink. Fuck it. And he just gets up slowly, like an old age pensioner, just see you all around. Just see him slog out of the door. And like, fuck. This is the blinding light. Feel like a vampire. Close the door. Well, it seems one's out of the game. Hopefully the other one goes out soon as well.
Well, I don't think we got much planned today. We could all just fucking get shit faced. Relax for the day.
That's true.
That is fair. But I'm on duty, unfortunately, so you have to drink with the big dig Guestevere here, quote unquote.
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Leon left because he was hungover and got blinded by sunlight. That was it.
Perfect.
Yeah, Vankin, how long did you keep torturing that poor bastard?
Until I feel satisfied. But,
Did they at least get you your gold back yet?
oh yeah, he paid that off last night, like 4 hours in. I just never told him. Made him sign a contract that says he has to go drink to drink with me, and he signed it. Didn't even fucking read it. Idiot.
Yep, I remember. You tried to voice off a fake real coin on us, so get him for another 100 from me. Yeah, I'm still mad. It's kind of funny. I beat the shit out of him in the arena, but I'm still mad about that.
I'll make sure. But I need to get back to the auction house, so you gentlemen enjoy the last of whatever Mr. Mustache here doesn't eat, if he can still eat. So I'll see you all around.
Alright,
Yep.
see you
So
around.
next time, Bankin, and next time, I'm gonna get you.
I was going easy on you. And he heads out. Guestevir's just sitting there, arms getting closer and closer to the food because Vankin's gone.
Hey, you can go for it. You're fine. There's still plenty to eat.
But by the way, if you throw up on this floor, you'll be cleaning it up.
He takes like the big crock pot and just opens the lid. That's all you had to say. Hamming into it.
Just checking this. Go see if you have a beer gut.
No.
Just really good
Like,
metabolism.
Spitz looks
Good
at
metabolism.
Henry. Damn, and I thought Rujik was a hungry bastard.
Looks like he's got like potatoes and stuff in his mustache. I burn quite a lot of food. Get hungry really easily. If his head could get further into a pot, it would be.
You know, your dinner expenses must be a thing of nightmares. No wonder you spend your entire time sleeping in like that little cupboard you call a room.
Yeah.
You can't afford to live anywhere else with the way you eat. Damn.
Well, making up for being on duty so long, I guess. And now I'll just eat nothing for days.
What, did you already eat Blackwood's mansion out of food?
Just
Yeah,
sort of
they're-
looks
yeah.
sideways like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really, the reason why Blackwood left was not because he had business elsewhere. He's doing a grocery run after Gustavir ate him out.
Could be. Lord Blackwood doesn't tell me where he's going. Well, I know where he is, but doesn't tell me what he's doing.
Yep, now we know where Blackwood likes to do his grocery shopping. Given the way you eat, he probably needs like a caravan to bring all that shit back.
He'll have to feed me a big amount every week or so. After that,
How the hell do you eat so much without getting fat?
I call it meal dumping. I'll eat a lot over the course of 2 days and then not eat for a week. Apart from water. Of course.
Hey, don't you get hungry?
That sounds like the opposite of healthy, Gustavir. Like the opposite.
I'm fit as a fiddle.
That shit, like, properly, like, fuck up your body. Because, like, here's the thing. People who do that bad diet and shit, they just get the weight back, like, the following week. So I have no idea what the hell is up with your body.
Don't know. Maybe just my big dick energy. According to Vankin. But who knows?
Now Vankin taught you that phrase. Great, now I got another reason to beat the shit out of him.
And here's that father figure, I guess you would call it.
You think you could take him in a fight?
Me? No.
Nope, I won a few rounds with Vankin, and yep, granted I did yep, I got a long way to go before I can get past that lion man. But I'll do it. So if nothing else happens, one of these days I will beat that dad bod of his into submission.
I will pay to see it happen.
Hey, bet on it.
I believe.
Damn right. I just gotta train and get some more experience, face some mightier foes, and I'll get my hands on them.
Speaking of
He's definitely tougher than Blackwood.
speaking
But
of
I can't
foes, you
imagine a part of the
guys.
same guild that he's that much tougher.
Speaking
Oh,
of
what you got,
foes,
Henry?
you two want to go check out that haunted house tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah, we gotta speak to Lucy about that
It's
because I
something to
chatted
know.
up Morris about that place, and apparently Lucy went there the other day, so they might know.
Hey, you would have thought he would have came down with the smell of food, but guess he's not feeling much of an appetite.
Guess not. Oh well, less for him, more of the good stuff for us. I mean, we're gonna be eating like kings, at least tonight.
If-
Well, I would say, well, really, Guestevir's here, so more like princes.
Paupers. Don't worry, I will be leaving. I have a appointment with someone.
Hey, alright. Well, happy you could stop by.
Well, I'll leave the rest to you, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your day, and takes the pot that he's eating from with him. Good day.
You'll be
Just make
responsible
sure.
for it. You're the one's gotta return that pot, because I ain't gonna go looking for it.
And leaves a gold on the table. Pay him it back. There you go. Leaves. So,
I just look at Spitz and I shrug. Dog will maybe take that. If not, I'll tell him that Guestevir's got his pot.
my mother's pot.
Oh, Guestevir's got his pot. I figure either Throg will get his pot back, or Throg will just buy a new one. I mean, it's a gold, like, a pot can't cost more than a gold, right? I
Hey, you
also,
wouldn't
boss, I
think
got
so.
boss, I got us the Iron Order ready, and apparently I found like a shiny pink rock that sparks. Like they're selling at like the Ore Lady. Check indeed. Now Spitz will basically start. Well, he'll finish off what remains.
Alright, there's still a lot of food that's left.
Oh, good. Then we keep working. Yeah, keep working at it.
Okay.
You know, have a nice chunk of food. Wash it down with some beer. Spitz will have his own little You know, I feel people roll back like an distended gut from eating.
Mhm.
Now this is a good time.
If you want to add it to the sheet, the rest of that keg of To the Moon is yours too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's enough in that keg for 100 servings.
That's a lot of servings.
No, it's from the cellar. He just took it.
For free, baby.
Mm-hmm.
The best kind of kegs. Free kegs.
They're right.
Yep. That keg will go into the 99 servings now. But that keg into the cellar, and we'll find a space for it on like the mobile forge.
Yeah.
We will find a space.
I'd probably put it on the
Reusable.
roof.
Yes, because it's reusable, and again, it's his favorite drink. He has a very, like any good drink, he has a tempestuous relationship with it. It's both his depression and party drink. Hopefully, more of the latter than the former.
Man, I think you just described drinking in general.
Fuck, you're right.
It's
And
either
also,
a party or it's depression. And hopefully it's a party, and hopefully it's
Yeah.
not depression.
amen, amen to that.
So, how do you
I'll be
spend
right
the
back.
rest of your day?
Oh, gonna be get fed, get a good buzz, and well, get some sleep in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd imagine just taking it light after that. I think Henry probably ate a lot, and
Mhm.
it was a day off for the forge, anyways. I think, right, Corner?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, like eat good tonight, and probably finish off the leftovers tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a fridge?
No.
An
No.
ice box of some kind?
Nope.
No.
I mean, not all. Yeah, that's fair, but not all food needs. Like some food can last like a little while without refrigeration.
Oh, definitely. But any of the food
Like
that's not gonna, I'll get rid of.
yeah, I say we'll go for the food that will spoil overnight first. Then eat the ones that won't spoil overnight the following day.
Most of the orcish dishes can last up to a few days unrefrigerated. The rest of it, normal food, that'll spoil in no time.
I mean, you don't want like unrefrigerated leftover steak, anyways, right?
Nah, it tastes
Dig
like,
into that shit.
it's like rubber. It's horrible.
Tastes like leather. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No worries.
That's what Lucy can have for not coming down when all the food was hot and ready to go. Lucy gets the rubber steak.
Okay, so take the day easy, eating all the good food, drinking some drinks, spend time as a team before things may potentially go south.
So the last celebration of like good times until shit gets hectic.
The Last Supper.
Could be. Actually could be.
Good. You rest up for the night, unless you have anything else you want to do.
I want to start digging into the books a little, but
Mhm.
nothing too major, just to give us a goal of where to go.
Okay.
So I'll probably start with the reading one, the locations of manufacture, that one.
Okay. You'll get the details of who to go find, what towns or cities they're in. So yeah, some of them are close, some of them are in the region of where you're heading.
Mm-hmm.
Henry will
Alright.
just do the same thing that he does every night, and he'll before going to bed pray to Helm to watch over his brothers and sisters, his mom and dad, and them as they get ready to start this journey.
Okay. Make a religion charisma check.
Oh baby.
You feel a presence that's not warm, but hot like a furnace. And that is it.
Did it feel similar or does it feel strange?
It feels similar, but it's definitely not Helm.
Okay, interesting.
You all go to sleep and wake up the following day pretty much fine. The weather's died down. There's no more snowfall. It's still bright and glaring. And you've got leftovers. The best kind.
We do.
Nothing better than leftovers, man.
especially things that are meant to be left over and get better.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Orcish food canonically gets better when you let it sit for a day.
Yep.
Unless Spit's mom is cooking it, that just makes it worse.
Just out of curiosity, would this be a good stopping point, considering
Yes.
all of us have to work in the morning?
Yes.
All right,
That was the intention. Yeah.
awesome.
That's where we'll be
Yeah.
wrapping up for this session. And next week, we head into Sancerre, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Sancerre, get Henry's MacGuffin. Oh, curiosity.
Yeah, and also some wagon parts and stuff ready
Get
for the
some
mobile port.
training. Get some levels. And come back and break Venkin's dad bod.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and the haunted house.
And the haunted house.
Which we'll have to
Assuming
interrogate
Lucy doesn't.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll have to
mess up.
interrogate Lucy about. But yeah, Venkin's got his own little spot on the fight list. Which is good because there's 3 lists here. There's the fight list, the kill list, and then there's the should talk to again list.
And it's got one name on it. Aiden Traps. Like, that's it. Yeah.
Wait, Henry's not even on the should talk to again list. Oof.
That's
Rough,
friend.
huh?
That is for people who aren't Henry's brother.
All right.
Well, Spitz's brother.
Well,
So Lucy.
kill list.
And
yeah,
after
good
what I think is like 4 sessions, next session will finally be the session where Henry discovers that he can identify magical items.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
Very important skill to have.
It is. He will be identifying his shield in preparation to go into what he sees as an evil house.
I do think it's funny that Spitz had to in character remind Henry that hey, you can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the reason I play him so stupid about his abilities is because technically he's still, like, every night going over the books that he was given by the blind warden. So he's still, like, it's very scattered knowledge, and it's a lot for his -1 int to really take in.
Yeah, and a lack
So
of a
he's-
direct teacher as well.
It's a lot of like going in one ear, some of it sticks, some of it going out the other ear, reading again, trying to get it to stick.
The pasta situation.
Yeah, a
Mhm.
lot of throwing pasta against the wall.
It's the whole pot. Fuck, maybe 5 more
That's
minutes.
what I'm hearing every night.
Just throwing spaghetti against the wall.
Sometimes Henry thinks he gets it, and he
Push
throws
against
the
wall,
pot,
get
and
sick.
The pot comes
Guestevere's next to the wall and eats it all, and then he's like, well, fuck, there went all that.
just morphs a face out of the wall. Just, Gustevere's an eldritch horror.
Can we not hire Questafir? For the simple reason he'll eat us poor.
I don't think we would be able to hire Guestevere without pulling pretty serious strings, seeing as
Plus, he works for Blackwood.
well, he works
Yeah,
for
but
Blackwood,
Blackwood
but
dies.
his original job is a legit royal guard.
Mhm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay safe out there, adventurers. Goodbye.
Eat orcish
Cheery.
food.
Kumbaya.